right, so we are live. Hello, hello, entertainment daily lovers. Welcome back. Let's do this. Good morning from my side because this is 12 a.m. So much is going on. Justin Dean is out for Nancy Ume, Nancy Ume's husband, Kora obidi as usual, and more. All of that we will be discussing this morning. That being said, you're all welcome. Let's get ready. Let's say who the gods wants to destroy. The first struck them with madness. A whole lot is really going on, and oh boy, oh you're welcome. Thank you very much for joining. I've been battling. I said today, in Nigeria we say today, not today. That was like, I must come out, even if it's 1 or 2 a.m. We will do this. Okay, let me drop link also before we get into this conversation fully. Justin, and his multiple allegations. Really, I want us to listen to all of this together. So really, I don't even care if they're going to give us yellow monetization side, but we will pull up Justin's video. I even had to change position today. Yesterday, they were giving us in the name of network. Today, I am downstairs. I don't ready for now. Today, not today. So Justin is not only out for Kora obidi, and also Kora obidi posted something on her Kora's art, her other channel. All of those we will get right into. Before we say whatever we have in mind, I want to pull up Justin video. We'll listen to it together. We no send what did they want do they go do amu. But seriously, we have to listen to this together. We have to. So let me go to Justin's page. Justin. Okay. So let's pull up his Facebook and let's get to his recent post. Justin has been posting. So anyone can be a father. Takes a special guy to be a dad. You go fear now, dad of the year. You're welcome. Don't forget to subscribe. Don't also forget to turn on your notification. Okay, let's do this. Wahala, the finish. Justin is out here trying to start a continent war, or be a country war. America versus Nigeria. It's not going to work. Wow, he's trying to start white versus blacks. It's not going to work. Okay, so let's pull up Justin's video and we will listen to it together. Okay, so let's go into Justin's page.
So the only option I truly have.
Let's take this to the beginning.
Good morning. Today we are going to dismantle some smear campaign lies from people that are being paid by my ex-wife and her sister Nancy to slander my name. And these people are...
So I told you guys there's a lot of allegations. Please let me know if you can hear. Okay, Justin always talks very quietly. I have my microphone here, but when Justin is talking, you can hardly hear what Justin is saying. But bear with me. I have my volume in the phone full. This is old story, okay? If you know, you know. But some persons will be thinking, oh man, this is something. Justin has always said that Kora is trying to ruin his life, his reputation, and everything. Okay. He's always said that Kora is going on this smear campaign. Oyo said we can hear. Good. So let's continue listening.
I'm crazy. I had ignored this stuff for 2 years, thinking that they would just get tired or bored. But they are fully dedicated to trying to destroy my...
Now let's talk about this clearing of throat. When someone clears their throat so many times, know that they are lying. Because a real throat clearing, when something is like blocking your, when you clear your throat, you will know, you that you're listening to that person, you will know that this person, something is really going on with this person. But Justin will always clear his throat whenever he's buckling up to lie. And the very few times that Justin is telling a little bit of truth from his mouth, you don't hear him clear his throat. But when he's out to lie and try to manipulate and give a fake story, he will clear his throat 1 million times. Okay. And he kept saying, Korra has done this. He's here to present us with evidence. Let's keep listening.
Reputation. So the only option I truly have at this point is to fight back with the truth. And eventually, these people will all be dealt with.
And when Justin said, oh, I gave them 2 years, I didn't want to say anything. I thought they were all going to, take a break. But now I see they are not. So I decided to fight back with the truth. Justin was the one, for those of you that do not know, or if you don't remember, Justin brought his family matter to social media. Exactly, aka Kora Obidi. I'm just so used to calling his name. AKA Mr. Kora Obidi was the one that brought his family issue to social media. When all of us can agree on something, that Kora Obidi's family did beg and plead with Justin to please take the matter inside so they can sort it out together as a family. He even said it on his own that they begged him. So tell me, at what point was Kora out here trying to destroy this man? At what point was Nancy? Because Nancy was even the one that came out and said, please, you people respect us. We're trying to sort this out in private. Justice said, no, we're not going to sort anything out. He wanted to put everything out there so the whole Nigeria will gang up, the whole Africa will gang up against Kora Obidi. But he forgot that in his lies, some of these Nigerians will actually figure out that, look, there's something this man is not telling us. Okay, so let's just listen to what he's saying and we will get the truth. And that's what Justin doesn't like. And now he's set to drag all Nigerians together. You will hear it from his own mouth, okay? Don't take my word for it, okay? And for those of you that will be wondering why are we playing and pausing, this is not our content. So in order for us to make it a reaction, for it to be obvious we're reacting, we have to listen, pause, and also analyze. Keep the comments coming in the comment section. Let's analyze and dissect this Justin's video together. Okay, if you're just coming in, you're welcome. Thank you very much for joining us today, and don't forget to subscribe. If you're yet to subscribe, turn on your notification bell. Let us do this together. Okay, so let's
police this app. The community standards mean absolutely nothing. So we have to take it upon ourselves to police this app. So I am now a Facebook cop, apparently. So good times.
Wait.
So, good times.
Hold on. Something is going on again.
Here's an example.
Wait. We will start this again, but I want you people to just listen to what Justin just said here, okay? Justin said Facebook is not doing anything, so he has to be a Facebook cop and he needs to police this app and take his time to fix things. Then Justin come out in his previous 17 minutes video and told us that he filed what he filed with Facebook because the American justice system, these were his words, don't even take my word for it, go back to his page, the 17 minutes video is still available. He said the American legal system, it's not working, okay, that it's time for them to shift, okay, move to one side, that he has to put them on one side and go file something with Facebook, and that people should not worry or stress themselves, his supporters, that Kora's videos will be taken down in about 24 to 48 hours time. And did it happen? Yes, it did happen. Kora's videos were taken down. But right here, did you hear what Justin is saying again? That Facebook is not doing their job. So I guess there is more things that he wanted Facebook to do, and Facebook would have looked at it like, wait, something is going on with this thing. This is not something that we would do. Okay, this is now looking like a witch hunt. And now Justin thinks that even Facebook is now against him, that he needs to do their job for them. Let's do this together. Okay, that's why I said, yo, we have to listen to Justin's video together. Let's pull it up. Wait. Wait.
This is more of an education.
He keeps saying that
he's going to testify in court that they are paid with proof and evidence. So
let's take this again.
Years thinking that they would just get tired or bored, but they are fully dedicated to trying to destroy my character and reputation. So the only option I truly have at this point is to fight back with the truth. And eventually, these people will all be dealt with. But Facebook does not police this app. The community standards mean absolutely nothing. So we have to take it upon ourselves to police this app. So I am now a Facebook cop, apparently. So good times. So anyways, here's an example of paid bloggers. And they are paid, and I have somebody that's going to testify in court that they are paid with proof and evidence. So at this point, this is more of an educational lesson on what can happen on social media when people are bullying and trying to use propaganda smear campaigns.
Justin is here telling us that, oh, he has all this evidence. He even has someone, a witness, that will come to court and testify against Kora, Nancy, Cheta, and the whole of the Obidi family and extended. Why, if Justin has all this evidence and these witnesses that are ready, willing to come and testify in court, tell me one reason why Justin is here giving us this information online instead of him to go to court already. Come out and tell us when he has won the case. So in case we don't believe him when he's telling us, yes, I took Korra to court, I presented A, B, C, D, and I won my case. And people are like, come on, you're not telling us the truth. What you need to do is put the this thing on their face. Information, like the proof, put it there on their face and let everybody see that, yes, this is what is happening. But it is so obvious that this person is not telling the truth and he is lying, and it is obvious that he is lying. Let's continue listening to him.
Basically destroy someone's life. I am a Lone Ranger man fighting up against a horde of toxic women, primarily from Nigeria, who are trying to do everything they can to discredit my character. So this is an awareness thing. And again, there's going to be people. I apologize for people. I apologize for all the negative comments. These people are from Nigeria. They are defending their own.
Did y'all hear that? Now the problem is no longer Kora, Obidi, Justin, Dean, and everything. He is here telling people, we will, step by step. Let's listen to this together. Now all of these toxic people he's battling with are people from Nigeria, and he's trying, his best to make sure he tackles them. Let me remind you people something. Justin Dean's number one, like if you count from 1 to 10, Justin Dean top supporters are all Nigerians. I don't like saying their names, but for the reason of this video, I will say their names. Justin Dean's number one supporter and fighter is that lady in the UK that is called Lolo. Until they fell out, and even now that they fell out, that lady still supports Justin. She still drags him. The only time that she speaks against Justin was when Justin came out and called her a scammer. That was when she started spilling some tea on Justin. And we all know that the tea that that woman has on Justin is enough to nail Justin. But she will never bring all of them out. She only brought out his mother contacting her, begging for money for Justin. But the main tea that she has that will nail Justin, Lolo didn't bring out. Justin Dean's number 2 supporter that is also a Nigerian is actually Frida, the one in Minnesota. So this Mr. Kora Obidi has all these supporters, and there's another one that they call something Awolowo or something. Oh, so many of them, some of them I don't even know their names, but I know that they are Nigerians. So if we go out from these supporters that are Nigerians, we have so many Africans also that are supporting Justin Dean. But every time Justin comes out to talk, he tells you that he's battling with these toxic women that are Nigerians. Nigerians are just supporting Kora because Kora is their own. But then when you go on Kora's comment section, you can see thousands of Nigerians that are against Kora. Justin, because he's not a sincere person, this Mr. Kora Obiri is not a sincere person, he will never speak the truth. Even when people can actually see that, look, everybody is supporting you. Blogs were against Kora, big blogs in Nigeria. They were on his side. Justin never for once acknowledged that these people were also Nigerians, but they were supporting him up until this moment that we speak. Go on these people's pages and see the type of things they post about the Kora that is supposed to be their sister, that he's here claiming that he's fighting against Nigerians. I've seen if there's really a fight, Justin is somebody like even the Nigerian that was born yesterday. Frankly speaking, if you put both of them in a battle, he will not win. I'm telling you, a day-old Nigerian baby, this man will not have a battle with and win. So this that he's telling the whole world that he's in this battle against this man, that there's no single truth that can ever come out from this man's mouth. So I don't even know why people take this person serious.
So
let's keep listening.
This is what's been going around, and yes, I want you guys to go and push the little green dots, and let's start taking care of these pages.
Again, another instruction.
Anyways, so one of the things that they're trying to do to make it seem like I'm a criminal is apparently there is somebody with my exact name, Justin W. Dean, that lives in Virginia that was convicted of a felony. I don't know what the felony is for, but it occurred in Virginia. The guy apparently violated a probation, and this occurred last year. And of course, these toxic bloggers that are being paid to slander my name, they are making money from this, said that it's already been submitted to the courts. But I've never been to Virginia. I was born in Idaho, raised in Oregon, and now live in California. I've never actually set foot in the state of Virginia. To my knowledge. And anyways, I want you to use our brain. I am a medical professional. You cannot have a license as a medical professional if you have a felony on your record, especially in California. So, yeah. So here's the evidence. This is what they're passing around. Dude has my name. And please do not find this guy and harass him. This is for educational purposes only. But yeah, this is the kind of stuff that we're like, oh, he's a convicted felon.
Okay, so let's talk about this. So if you're a content creator or you're someone that consumes content, you know that there are lots of people on this social media platform that are so desperate in growing. They are so desperate about views and about being the first to break a news that they will not do their proper research. So there's a possibility that this is one of the only truths that this man has ever spoken in all of his life, that someone saw someone. It's possible that there's another person in the state of Virginia, as he's saying, that is called Justin Dean, that was convicted for something. But because some bloggers will not calm down and do a proper search to confirm their story before they come out and report it. Justin was quick to come out to tell us about this particular one because he knew that this is a blunder. And he can use this to his own, for people to believe him, for people to say, oh, yes, you see, so if they lied about this particular one, it means these people are lying about everything. But if you understand how social media works, you will know that when something happens, you will hear all manner of stories. All manner of stories you will hear. Thank you so very much. Thank you so very much, my co-host. Do you understand? There is difference between people that are seeing the truth and speaking the truth, and Justin sees these people and says these are Nigerians that are taking sides with Korra. And there is difference between these set of people and the desperate bloggers and also Justin Dean's puppet. Let's not mix it all up together. I'm not going to sit here and tell you that, oh, it was him that was convicted, or it was him that is, that record that they found out and they put online. I cannot sit here and tell you for 100% that we're sure that that's him. So I'm able to sit here and tell you that this might be the only truth that has ever come out of this man's mouth, because he knows that it's not him. That's okay. So getting ready for our Mother's Day event. Okay. Thank you so very much for stopping by, Oyoyo's. Thank you so much. Go ahead. Thank you so very much. Yeah, I had preparation of Mother's Day is everywhere. Everybody's buckling up and getting ready. Thank you so much for joining. So he was quick to come out and debunk this, but the one that had to do with his children, that was even more important than this particular one. Betta, you're welcome. Thank you very much for joining. Betta said, good evening, Oyoyo's world. Yeah, Oyoyo is getting ready. She has an event today. So this man was quick to come out and explain this part so everybody will understand that, oh, don't trust these bloggers. So even when the bloggers are, and this goes to every blogger, if you are a blogger out there and you think that something is happening, it might not be only Kora and Mr. Kora Obidi, it could be anybody, it could be celebrity, or depending on the type of gist that you cover or the type of things you blog about. If you are not 100% sure about an information, don't come out with your full chest and start beating your chest and putting out false narrative to start misleading people. Because in your mind, you're trying to fight a good fight. But if you're not careful, you will end up shooting yourself on the foot. The same way that Justin talks so much, and a lot of the times he ends up wrapping himself with that same rope. Don't be too quick to be the first person to go and break a news, and you will not even double check it. You will not double check your facts. A little bit of research would have actually made the people that started this particular gist to know that, wait, let's calm down, let's slow down. There is no need putting out false information out there. This person has already done a lot that he can hang himself with. So there's no need for you to create any other picture or try to paint anything. He has already painted himself. He has done everything he needs to do. Like everything, the nails and everything to nail him is there. So nobody should be desperate to be putting out things, false narrative, false stories, and false informations. Because when he debunks, I wonder if he will put the name of the people that would actually carry this type of gist. How are you going to feel if after how many months or how many weeks or how many years you've been working for your blog, trying to build all these things, and people start seeing you as a person that brings false gist because you wanted to be the first person that will come out with this information? Let's just understand that if you want to post about this man, Mr. Kora Obidi, he will give you the information that you will work with by himself, because he never stopped talking. This man never stops. And he's also fighting with his plotters, the people that he's ganging up with to make all these plans and all these things. They always follow. So you know how to get the real information from what he has said. So if you say it and he tries to say something else, you're able to tell people, go to his page and check on so and so video and hear him say it himself, or check what he said from so years ago to what he's saying now. So people will know that you are not just here talking. Let's continue.
And all this stuff, he's blah, 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 blah. This is the kind of stuff that they're trying to spread around, that I'm a criminal. And this kind of stuff is it's just scamming. Really, it is. And I really feel bad for all my Nigerian friends, because this is making the entire country look bad.
First of all, Justin loves to make people look like they don't have brain. If someone puts information like this about you, you cannot classify this as scamming. But Mr. Know-it-all is not able to differentiate the difference between what this person did to him and what scamming is. Let's proceed.
I mean, the stereotype of Nigerian scammer is prevalent, and in this case, it is warranted. So, yeah. So yes, guys, yes, Nigerians, come forward, harass me. You guys work for me. You're my employees, because you guys are here giving me money by engaging on my page. So thank you. So yeah, I mean, stuff's never gonna stop. And I have thought about it for 2 years. And in the Nigerian culture, they have something called woto, which basically means and the only way to truly fight this culture is to fight back. You actually have to expose them. You actually have to tell the truth. You actually have to show evidence. And then they get a little embarrassed, and then they run into their caves.
And they run into their caves. In Justin's mind, Justin is preparing himself for this race battle. The whites versus the blacks. It won't happen. Or he wants to start American versus Nigerians. He's looking so much to just convince people that don't know so much to believe that, yes, you all have to stand with me, because he's been saying it. Americans, stand with me. I guess the main target is the Black Americans, where he doesn't want to go direct to say, yes, if you're a Black American, I'm talking to you. Stand with me, Mr. Kora Obidi. Oh, shit. He said there's a Nigerian culture called woto woto. First of all, every country in this planet has woto woto. Every country in this planet has basbos, but every country in the world have a different name for what they call it. The same thing happens in America when you talk about celebrity gist, or you're talking about recently, in fact, Cardi B is collecting her own woto woto, right? Where they asked Cardi B about her outfit, and she said the designer's name was so difficult and she couldn't remember, and she said it was an Asian designer, and people got mad that she said it was an Asian. And she said she didn't want to mix the name, because she at that point she forgot if it was a Korean, a Vietnamese, or so she didn't want to say, for example, if it's a Korean or a Japanese, and she will now say, it was a Vietnamese, meanwhile it was a, do you understand? So she said it was an Asian designer, so it covers, at least this person is Asian. But people were mad that why would she refer to the person as Asian designer? And that was Cardi B collecting woto woto, right? In the hands of those people that didn't like the fact that she described the designer as an Asian. But Justin now, in trying to buy the favor of the Caucasians in America, the people of color in America, he comes in with this, there is this culture in Nigeria. So now American person that don't know now will not be thinking, wait, so does it have to do with us? Are they trying to insult us? Are they trying, so they will now back up with him? Justin, it's not going to work. It's not going to work. They've got their ears, their eyes open. They will read, they will learn by themselves. Anybody that don't understand will ask questions and explanations will be given. Fight your battle and don't try to look for innocent people that you drag into your battle. Keisha said, all Americans are not like him. I am an American. Exactly. Keisha, we totally understand. Because Johnson is trying to start a battle that there is really no battle. He's fighting himself and he wants to fight his ex. And then when people are supporting Johnson, I always tell them, I said, look at how Kora is talking. Kora will not talk now and go and be dragging the Americans, or even dragging people from, where is he even from? What is the name of that his state again? I forgot Justin Dean's state, Oregon. Kora is not dragging people from Oregon. Kora focus on the ex and calls him Mr. Kora Obidi and tells you what we want to tell you. But when Justin comes, Justin will not tell you, which it is very easy for you to see. Go on Kora's comment section. Go on Justin's comment section and go on the comment section of anybody that talks about this, their gist. Just type it on Google. All the videos, you know, they will suggest it for you on YouTube. Just go and watch these people and check the comment section. If you don't know Nigerian names, I can give you some Nigerian names. So when you go to comment section, you will recognize those names. Those are, I'm not talking about English name where you can say, okay, maybe the person can come from any part of the world. Anybody can bear an English name. Anybody can bear a Latin name. Anybody can bear a Spanish name. Anybody can bear a Portuguese name. You can bear anything. Anybody can bear a Greek name. You know, after all, their daughter's name is Athena. Although people like to call it Athena, but it's actually Athena if you have to say it the way the Greeks would say it. So anybody can bear any. I'm talking about names that when you hear it, you know this is where that name is coming from. You will see Nigerians dragging the heck out of Kora Obidi. Even now that we're live, go on YouTube and check live streams. You will see people dragging Kora Obidi and Nancy and their family. And most of those people are Nigerians. But this man did not come out to tell people that, oh, her fellow Nigerians are dragging her. And if you have the time that you can do a little bit of research, you can go back before their divorce. There was a day Kora Obidi was dancing. There's so many, but there's this particular one that she was dancing. And people started complaining. Nigerian blogs carried it and they were complaining that why is it that the husband allows her to dance and do all of this? That's what some blogs and some Nigerians were saying. Justin came out after seeing how his wife was trending. You know, remember then Justin was still in charge of finances of the twerking. Okay, so there was Justin came out and opened his mouth to tell everybody. Those videos are still online. No, just do a little bit of searching, you will find them. Justin said that everybody should mind their business. He was actually that day, he was not addressing Americans, he was not addressing any other people, he was addressing Kora Obidi's people, Nigerians, because it was a Nigerian blog that carried it and people started commenting and talking. He said people should mind their business, that he's okay with whatever his wife is doing because he knows that this is actually part of Kora Obidi's culture and tradition. So there is nothing wrong with what his wife was doing. So tell me, from then to now, what changed? One thing, he's no longer in charge of the finances. Now, the twerking, the dancing, and everything that the ex-wife is doing is no longer part of our culture and our tradition, because the income and the benefits, he's not going to reap any one of them. And it pisses him off that he's yet to make as much as she used to make before her channel was demonetized. So now the new battle is drag all of them, bash them, bring the whole country, Nigeria, and continue with the scamming, as if there's any country in this world that does not have a bad record or something. Every country, when you mention one country, they say, ah, this one is known for this. When you mention the other one, they say, oh, these ones are known for that. Every country have their own story, good or bad. But Justin wants to come with this bogus, oh, this is what Nigerians do, they're fighting. But then we have the lady L in the UK, which is a pure conk Nigerian that is from, not even from the east or the west, or from she's right next to Kora Obidi there. Then the other one that is also with him then in the US is actually from the same state with Kora Obidi, not from the neighboring state, the same state. So they are sisters. They are supposed to be speaking a common language, or at least both of them should understand themselves to an extent. Oh, Beatrice, you're welcome. You're welcome. You're welcome. Sorry, I'm just seeing this now. SBC, you're welcome. SBC said Justin needs help. A whole lot of, because now the battle, he just wants it to be this very giant bogus battle that everybody will come in and try to fight blindly for him. I guess he wants the Americans to go and open a GoFundMe for him, since people are supporting Korra, and it pisses him off that it's not only Nigerians, like people from everywhere are supporting Korra with this GoFundMe thing. So now he's aiming to tell the Americans, his people, how terrible the Nigerians are, so they can come and support him. I don't know if this man thinks that people don't have ears, or they don't know how to read, and they will not be able to understand and do a little bit of research. Just type in him and Kora Obidi's name on Google, it pulls up a lot of things for you to read and watch and hear this man speak. This man boasted with the American system so much that I think Kora was scared to death. But then, what happened? When he thought he was going to manipulate the system because he was from there, of course, they were going to support their own first. That's what he was thinking. But when the court system decided to do what they know how to do best by following the law and what the law says, Justin came out and changed his story, telling us that the system is not working. All of a sudden, when it got to Justin's turn, the American system all of a sudden broke and started being biased. The legal system didn't work anymore. But this is the same legal system that he was using to threaten. You don't know. You're not an American. You don't know. Now, he went and filed with Facebook. On this video now, we're hearing him. He's telling us Facebook is not doing the job. But they've already taken down all of Korra's videos. But that's not enough for him. He wants them to do more, but they're not doing. Because I guess he doesn't have enough evidence for them to do those things. Yeah, or you what? I went and I saw that thing you told me about. I just tapped on it. So I think that's why I didn't even know if it was going to work. Good, if it's working. I saw it and it said aggressive something, so I just tapped on it. Keisha said that will happen. Okay, that will happen. Us Americans are on Korra's side always. I see. So this man is doing all his best. That's why he's coming up with all these stories. And not the fact that he's able to, if Justin was actually coming out, this Mr. Kora Obidi, I keep calling his name. I don't want to be calling his name. If this Mr. Kora Obidi will actually come out and tell the whole world that, look, this is the truth. I have this percentage of people supporting me, and I have this other percentage of people that don't like Kora Obidi because she doesn't dress properly. But Justin miscalculated and misfired, forgetting that America happens to be one of the countries in the world where you are free to dress whichever way you like. In fact, if you wake up tomorrow morning and decide that you're not a human, you're now a chicken, you will be called chicken. If you decide today that you are invisible, they address you as invisible person. Freedom to do what? Whatever you believe, that's it. So the dress sense is not something that bothers people over there. Because if you go out, you will see so many people also wearing all those hot pants. You know, those type of things is to wear bikini and walk on the road. They see it every day. So to them, looking at Korra, they don't see that thing that Korra's own people are dragging Korra for. But this man will not be truthful and say the truth. Instead, he comes and tells us that, oh, Nigerians are fighting him because they are being tribalistic. And when he started with this whole tribal, and he said it's part of the Nigerian culture, woto woto. Woto woto is just a name. It means if you mess up you're going to receive. And it happens everywhere. It happens everywhere. For example, Didi is on the chalkboard. We can actually say that Didi is collecting woto from all those American bloggers because they are talking about him. But every country have different slangs that they use for to describe different things that is happening. So for somebody that doesn't understand, we think, oh, so what is woto? Does it mean it's something that have to do with us? Does this affect us in some type of way? Are they trying to shape? No, it's just a general thing that happens in pop culture. Let's just put it that way. When you're talking about celebrity gossip and whatnot, there are people that will do things and they will be dragged. That's what it means. If you're collecting woto, you're being dragged. But Justin's job is to twist everything upside down and make it look like, oh, this is something. So I've gotten, that's good. 6, wow, that's great. So it's really working. Oh, 6, that's good. So let's continue listening to Justin. Okay, this is 15 minutes video. We're 5 minutes, 19 seconds.
Look for the next place to project their hate and miserable lives onto someone else. So, I've never been convicted of a crime. I don't even know the last time I got a traffic violation. So, I am a law-abiding citizen, and you have to be as a medical professional. So if you guys see this stuff circulating around, in this case, I'm not trying to bring any attention to these toxic bloggers because that's what they want. They want attention. They want to make money off of me because I'm their boss because they don't have pages.
He's their boss.
So sue them all for slandering my name. I can't sue them all. There's too many of them. There's just too many of them. I don't want to be in court for the next 10 years. So the best way to fight them is to expose them and embarrass them because they're lying. You know, you expose people for lying enough, and eventually, what they'll do at first is they'll just make more lies to cover up the lies, which is what we've seen for the last 2 years. And eventually, they'll just be like, this is doing more damage to me by continuing the lie versus just shutting my mouth and moving on with my life. I hope all Nigerians come for your head, literally. Do you know that's a threat? Yeah.
So all of what he has been doing is not a threat. Now that somebody said to him, I hope, well, it really, no, but I don't even wish. I don't even wish, okay, that Nigerians should come for. I mean, when this person said his head, the person meant dragging, not like his head, literally, you know. But I don't even want a certain percentage of Nigerians to put their focus on this man because he's going to leave social media. So no need, actually. And he's just trying to start up something that will get people fired up and people will start fighting with him and forget about the most important things that is supposed to be done. Sorry, security lights, but I didn't see who passed or who was coming. Okay, I just wanted to check that out. Ron M, you know, he said so many things that I really got that I don't even want to get into. But I know that the same Americans that he's talking to, mostly the people that I know he wants to work on his side, he's still shading them. Vivian TV, you're welcome. There's so much Justin has already said that if you can read in between the line, you will understand what this man is saying. and you will know the kind of person he is. That's why I said I will play it. I don't want to say everything, because with YouTube, there are certain things you will say, you're saying the truth, you're analyzing the video, but the next thing, they will start making excuses. So I just wanted everybody to hear him speak so people will understand for themselves. He knows what he's doing. He not only his own people, he's even trying to. If you ask me, the main people that he wants on his side to make him look good are the Black Americans. But he doesn't want to come out directly and mention the Black Americans. But he wants those people on his side. But at the same time, look at how he's sounding. And he thinks that those people that he wants to support him will hear and watch this video and listen very well and not read in between the line and understand. If you can do it to someone that looks like me, the person might not be from my country. But if the person looks like me and you can do it to that person and speak on that person that way, and speak down on that person or those people that way, tomorrow you can do it to me. They can see it, they can read in between the line, and they can see it. It's only his kind that thinks like him that will want to stand up and fight for him. But at the end of the day, the evidence is out there. That's why every time I do this live, I always tell Nigerians, no matter what this man does, nobody should ever be angry to the extent where you will go in for him and start leaving. He has enough rope. He will help hang himself with it. He has enough rope. He has the nails. He has the hammer and everything to nail his coffin and bury himself. He has it. Every time he opens his mouth and he speaks, he's digging himself deeper into the hole. Like, just like someone in a sinking sand. Let's take some comments. Wahala no dey finish. Trouble no dey finish. You're welcome, Vivian TV. Yes, I think Oreyo's word has gone for her program. She has Mother's Day program. Ron M said, as a Black American, we understand this code word. He said he was a law-abiding citizen. As to, okay. So me is okay, Black and aggressive person who is not a law-abiding citizen, meaning she's not a citizen. Okay. Ron M is already breaking it down. And that's why I'm like, people calm down, don't worry. He is going to do this passing. And you know, he has said this before in a video that he did a while. I don't remember exactly when. I don't know if it was last year or last 2 years ago. And on that video, he really came out and called on Americans to support him, because he said Nigerians are supporting their own. And if you notice in 2024, he kept saying, he didn't come out to mention Americans anymore, okay, but he just keeps saying that he's fighting a good fight, he's fighting a good cause, but Nigerians are supporting their own. But meanwhile, we have a lot of Nigerians that are against Kora. We have a lot of Nigerians that are supporting him. Hello, Vivian, beautiful sis, you're welcome. Thank you for joining. Thank you, Viv. Ron M said, as a Black American, we are on Kora's side. God bless you people. God bless you people, jaw. Let me add the jaw. As a Nigerian, we will say jaw. God bless you people. Every single person that can see through what this person is trying to do and understand that, look, this is not a fight of nations. This is not a fight of like he's trying to make it, oh, this is a race thing, this is a tribal thing, woto. He decided to describe it, oh, it's a cultural thing. It is all over the world. It is normal when you talk about celebrities, when you talk about, be it content creators, when something happens, you will speak on it. I can give you several examples of people that have collected woto woto. In the case of this content creator in the US, what's her name? Tasha K. Or is it when what's his name? Cat Williams went on Shay, what's his name? What's his name? What's his name? What's that? Why did I forget this guy's show? And when he did his interview of Cat Williams, a lot of people collected woto woto from Cat Williams, from what Cat Williams was saying, that it trended. Everybody started speaking on it. That was him giving people woto woto, like he didn't sugarcoat his words on that interview. When Will Smith's wife did her entanglement thing, Will Smith collected woto woto. So it's a normal thing. But this man will twist everything to make it look like something else. Keisha said, we're not on his side at all. He's wicked. That's why he's trying his best to buy or rent you people over, or borrow you people with like any means possible. Try it easily, or try to grab you people by force, or try to even kidnap you people and force you people to fight for him, so that he will now look like this very good person in the society, you know. That is the goal. But too bad, people can see. Ron M said, they can try really hard to learn not to be racist. Like Prince Harry stated, he had to learn to correct his behavior. You see, talking about Prince Harry, Prince Harry is in Nigeria. Him and his wife, they're flexing. They are busy enjoying their Nigerian trip. Justin wants to convince people that, oh, these are such terrible people that only support their own. Ha, Justin. Now, wow. So there are more Black Americans supporting Kora. This is a fight of race in his mind. He grew up with his mindset. Yeah, that's why. Because when you look at Kora talking, Kora is not even thinking about all of these things that he thinks about. She's just thinking of how she's going to be in a place where both of them will stop this thing, stop doing what you're doing, so she can focus on her thing. But he just keeps saying, oh, how you always smuggle in Nigerians into this thing. That's what I don't understand. You have a fight with one particular person. You decided, and the part I don't even understand is, okay, Kora is such a bad person. So why did you still go to date in her race? Couldn't you have gone somewhere else? If you feel like they are so terrible, now you went and you started dating Summer. Are you not afraid that when you have issues with Summer, the Black Americans, since Summer is Black American, the Black Americans will also do the same thing? Why not go somewhere else? If Kora is so bad and her people are so terrible, but you don't leave them alone. You don't. Just keep listening to this man and allow him to nail himself. When you dig the pit, you will not remember where you dug it.
It's time for all of them to be exposed. Oh yes. And I hear that Nancy is continuing to harass me, and I'm very tempted to release the text messages of Cheter trying to sleep with Kora. And if she continues.
Did you all hear that? Now let's go back a little bit. Justin had said, if you remember on his previous video, when let's not go back too much. Let's just stop when he talked about his daughter twerking. Remember that Kora Obidi's sister Nancy came out and said, look, my niece cannot even dance to save her life. There's no way she's twerking for her father or on her father or whatever this man is trying to say, right? That's what Nancy said. And this man came out threatening. If Nancy will not stop, as if Nancy just sit down and start talking about him. If Nancy will not stop, he's going to expose Nancy's husband. Now, Nancy is talking. Why are you not exposing Nancy? Instead, you're exposing Nancy's husband. So the security light keep going off and I don't see if someone is coming. It's like 1 a.m. my time. But don't worry, Greece is a safe place, so I'm safe. I'm right outside on the road, but it's okay. Um, so this man keeps saying he's going to expose Nancy's husband. And I'm like, Nancy is the one talking with you. Why are you targeting Cheta? And now all of a sudden, look at the allegation that this man just did you all hear what he said? If Nancy will not stop, that he heard, that he has not seen, but he heard that Nancy is talking about him. And if Nancy would not stop, he's going to provide text conversation where Nancy's husband was trying to bed Kora obidi. That's the sister-in-law. How horrible can somebody be? Because your own marriage did not work. No other person's marriage is supposed to work. Now, the next thing, instead of you to tackle Nancy, if you feel like Nancy is doing something to you, no, you want to go and destroy her marriage. You want to start bringing in trust issues. So both of them or something, they will start fighting. I hope that they already know this man very well. To know that if this man is, if he will ever, because he has not posted any text message yet. Now, this is like another warning. Let's call it the second warning. If Nancy will not stop, he's going to bring text messages of where Cheta was trying to sleep with Kora obidi. Everybody is trying to sleep with his ex. But he will never come out and address how he did his escapades and his rendezvous that he was having. Let's listen to him.
To press me, I will show evidence of how her husband is trying to sleep with her sister. Keep messing with me, Nancy. I'm stooping down to your guys' level, and I will continue to expose and embarrass and humiliate like you guys have attempted to do to me. I don't have two fucks given anymore. This has gone too far. It is time to put this to bed. And it doesn't matter how.
Ron, I thought they said Summer was from Mississippi. I don't know. Really, she's an African. Oh, okay. I thought she was an American.
Much legal action I take, it's not going to stop until I return the Woto Woto. And yes, I am a Ketchiku, and I do know how the culture works, and I'm not afraid of you guys.
It's not a culture. Say, I'm a Ketchiku. I know how the culture works. Now he's trying to convince people that because he was married to a Nigerian, he knows everything. He came in telling, he came in talking about, this is a racist thing, this is a tribal. And I'm like, tribal, like what tribe? Okay, because if we're looking at everybody that is speaking on this matter, they're from different parts of Nigeria, different tribes. So he said it's a tribal thing. So which of the tribe is he referring to? My own tribe, because my tribe and Kora's tribe is not the same. And every other person I know speaking, his own supporter, I know, like everybody, they have different tribes, really. Okay. And he said it's a tribal thing. So that just goes to show you how little of information he has about the country that he married from, because in his mind, these people are somewhere there, down there, below me, so I don't really care. But yet he wants to convince the rest of the whole world to support him. But he came in here telling people that this is a tribal thing they are trying to do with him. So all the people on the internet, even the non-Nigerians and the non-Africans, they're all from Kora's tribe. That's why they're supporting Kora. Man, boy, get over yourself.
Yeah, for bloggers, circulate that around. Nancy keeps mentioning my name in her mouth. I will release the evidence of her husband trying to sleep with her sister. And I have the evidence. Now I'm just saying it so they can deny it, and they can be like, oh, he's lying. Keep messing with me. I'll show the evidence.
Show the evidence now. Let us see it. Show it.
But I'm actually trying to go towards peace. They actually have been trying to preach peace, but they're making so much money off the fight. They're making so much money off the fight. And for them, they're so toxic and narcissistic that if they don't destroy me, it's like they lose, rather than just everyone moving on with their lives and doing what's best for the family, the kids, and everything else. And I also know a whole bunch of dirt on the Obidi family on what happened after the divorce. So I have two shits given. Can I back up everything I'm saying? Everything I keep saying, I do not say things that I cannot back up with evidence. That's how you get sued. But if you can back up things with evidence.
If that's the case, then maybe Summer is one of those that probably the parents moved to the US, early and start having their kids over there. Or maybe when the kids were still very little, they moved and she kind of grew up over there. And a lot of people think she's probably from there. Maybe that's possible. But that lady too never tells any truth. Now we don't know. But the thing is, both of these two people, they look alike. So why didn't he go somewhere else? Because I feel like if someone is so horrible, so I'm going to avoid anything that looks like you, anything that will remind me of you. You don't understand, like anything that will keep me among that because somehow I'm going to be seeing, no, I don't want. I'm going to just go far away. And I would expect him to at least go somewhere else. Try from a different race or something, or do something. Go to your own race. In fact, since this one didn't work for you and you think she's such a horrible person, some are really dodged the bullet. Because what would have happened to her if both of them had broken up on even a worse note? She would have been the next that he would have been taunting for the next how many years?
Then you can still get sued, but you just win. In the United States of America, the Third Amendment of the Constitution is freedom of speech, meaning that you can say whatever you want. But if you say lies, you can get sued. If it's not a lie and you can prove what you're saying is the truth, you cannot get sued. Or you can get sued, but you just win, and then you counter sue, and then you make money from telling the truth, which is exactly what I'm hoping for. I'm hoping for them to sue me for telling the truth, and then I sue them for lying. I win, they lose. Checkmate.
He lies a lot, and then he tries to play that he's this person that knows everything about the first, second, third, fourth, fifth amendment and everything.
But this is just, I need to protect her from this energy. And I'm so distracted by all this stuff. I'm just not a good spouse right now. I'm just not in the right headspace to be, it's not fair to anyone. So, you guys want to give me woto? I'm a Ketchiku. I know the Nigerian culture. I will come back with you full force with evidence and the truth.
Okay. Like
in the end, everyone
got the voice.
But at this point, the only way to stop it is to start exposing and telling the truth. And the truth is shocking. So anyways, let's talk about some of these bloggers that have been destroying me. There is a blogger named Epa Worldwide who is a nurse practitioner who was harassing me and diagnosing me as a narcissist.
He has started with more allegations, dragging in more bloggers into the whole
fight. It turns
fight.
out that she lost her kids for 10 years from child neglect. That's called projection. So somebody that lost their kids is trying to say that I'm a bad person and a bad father when they
so much
Another blogger, apparently, I won't say a name because I'm not sure which one it is apparently their husband was sexually molesting their kids, and she's online harassing me, and she's still with the man. So all these bloggers have real deep-seated hurt and trauma that they're just projecting on the internet to me, mainly because I'm a white man. And they have deep, deep problems that they're trying to work through.
Didn't I tell you people that in this one video that this man did, he said so many things that I want you people to go back and listen carefully. If you have to put your headset, what did he say? Maybe they are projecting all of this because he's a white man. Tell me now, what is bringing a race into this type of conversation? A white man marrying a white woman, they can get a divorce. A black man marrying a black woman, an Asian person, an Indian person, anybody at all marrying in their race, and what, even if you're marrying someone from your village, you're like the same culture, the same tradition, the same tribe, the same everything. In fact, their home is next door from yours. You all grew up together. They can still get a divorce. Why is this man always smuggling in race? You're welcome, I say it. Oh, maybe they are doing all of this because, so wait, if these bloggers were of the same race with him, what would he say? Then it wouldn't have been a race thing. It would have just been that they were bitter women. But this man is doing so much that in all he wants to do is, my people support me. And if my people are not ready to support me, then let the people that look like Kora, but they are from my country, let them support me. So it makes me look like a very good person. It paints the perfect picture. But in all of what you're saying, the same people you want to support you, they can listen to your video and see that you're giving them shades. The woto that you said is a Nigerian cultural thing. You that you're not a Nigerian, you're displaying that woto by giving the same woto to the people that you want to support you from your own country. Is that how it's done? And people still sit and they don't see through this person. Nobody is trying to fight with this man, for goodness sake. You just listen to him and you know the kind of person he is, the way he thinks. Referring to Nigerians that they finish and they go into their caves. Have you been to Nigeria? Have you seen what people are doing for themselves? Nigerians are hustlers any day, anytime. People are living they're living the life. And this man keeps speaking about them, speaking about Nigerians as if you've never been. If you've never taken your time to even do a little bit of research, you will just think that even in they go back to their caves. They go back to their caves. He said it so many times, and he's just kind of saying it as if it's just a normal thing. Like he doesn't mean it that way. But it shows how ignorant this person is. Even though he was married to a Nigerian, it shows how ignorant he is. With all the opportunity, he was born in the land of milk and honey. He still wasn't able to milk out any milk or honey. Kora came all the way from motherland and did was. Now she has 8-point-something million fans they turned up. Immediately she came out and she cried. They turned up for her. And go and see her GoFundMe. That's the next video we will listen to. And yet he refers to Nigerians as they run back to their caves. Him and the people he's talking about, who is in the cave. This is somebody that said he was raised in a farm, his words, so that he was raised in a farmhouse in Oregon, and they were living on food stamps. Go to Nigeria and go and see our lands. You take your small canoe, you put it in the forest. You just go those small water tracks. You catch correct giant fish that you can sell if you want. You throw it straight in the pot. You go behind your house. You harvest some giant yam, cassava, plantain. Cook it together. Fresh food, everything fresh. You refer to them as people going to their caves. They walk into a place where they sell cars, they buy it straight. If Justin wants a car, he will go, he can go take a car and drive home and be paying little by little. But you go to Nigeria, if somebody's buying a car, they pay the full straight up. He said they're in caves. Justin's age mate and people that Justin is older than, they live in giant, huge mansion that when you move in, you think it's a king that lives there. Justin and Davido, who is older? One of the chain alone in Davido's neck can buy Justin 10 times, yet he refers to Nigerians as people in caves. And people believe his story. Some people, yo, just listen. Like, if you listen to Justin, I'm laughing because this whole thing is funny. He's trying so much to get the support of people, and the same people you're trying to get their support. Look at how you're presenting the story to them. Don't you think they will listen to you word for word so they can understand, so they know where to stand? And from what you're saying, the kind of things that are coming out from your mouth proves to them that there is something wrong with you mentally. And this is something that has started from when he was a child. We're not talking about when he became an adult. This is how his family members would have been speaking about people that look like Korra. You speak down on, oh, those people, oh, that race, oh, this, that. That's how you speak down on people. At the same time, if you put your hand and pick out one person of color and you want to place Justin or any member of his family in anything you want to compare, they will not match. If you say sit down in a classroom, write an exam, and who gets the highest score, he will not see the back of any person of color if they sit down to write an exam. Is it sports? Let's do a sport. He will not see their. In fact, even in this chiropractor job, he will not see the back of anybody, but yet he wants to just put people down by referring to Nigerians that they are there, they are in the cave. Race doesn't have anything to do with you having a bitter divorce. Race doesn't have anything to do if you're trying to prove that your ex is so toxic and such a horrible person. Give the people facts, serve the truth, and they will stand with you. But that's what this man does not have. And I think because he does not have that, it is really pissing him off. So he's trying to cook up everything to now start this race war or start this nation war where it will be Americans fighting against Nigerians, and then the whole story will be taken up because it will now be something else. But this man, he's too little to start such a fight. Nobody is going to fall for this. Mark it. Not the Nigerians, not the Americans. Nobody will fall for this man and his stories. Ron say he's talking about Lolly. Who is his friend? Really? I say it, welcome. I say I just need to get diagnosed. He's just may God help him, really. That's just the prayer I can say for him right now. May God in heaven help him. So it's all about it. He wants to make it that, so he will have more than the support he has now. But what he didn't actually, or he has never thought about, is the fact that these same Americans, be it the Black Americans, be it the Caucasians, or even Asian Americans, everybody in general, in fact, America in general, that he wants to fight for him. They will not just jump in because you are an American or because you are our person and you said this, we will start fighting for you. They will listen to everything. They will watch your videos, watch her videos, check out all the proof and everything that's been presented. And they will now find out that his number one supporter and his number two supporter, of which he has already come out to tell them that Nigerians are supporting their own because Kora is their own. And she has done so much bad things to him, but still, we don't want to acknowledge all of those because she's ours. They will now say, okay, so let's look at it. If that's how they want to do it, okay, then let us see. Maybe we can support our brother. And then they look at their brother and they see that this brother is not brothering. He's not telling them the truth. Do you think they will go and fight for him? Because he's not being frank. His number one supporter is a Nigerian. His number two supporter is also a Nigerian. The ex that he has now that could not deal with him, they said, is also an African person. So what is he trying to say? There are tons of Nigerians out there dragging Kora, even about this whole this GoFundMe thing. They are on his side. There are people that are Nigerians that are on his side, but he came out, and ever since he's been saying this, he has never ever said, I have Nigerians fighting for me, or I have Africans fighting for me, or I have people of color fighting for me. But he's trying to just tell Americans that, yes, Nigerians are fighting for Kora, Nigerians are fighting for Kora, so you people have to fight for me. The man is just doing too much, really. So this is a mindset. Believe me, Justin showed this inside of that house. She was living a nightmare. Because she said it. I remember she said it because when she talked about that shithole. If you know, you know. When you hear that word, shithole, you know that that's something you hear from the mouth of some people. They will always refer, when they refer to our continent, some people will refer to it as a shithole. So when she said that, there's no need for me to say Kora was making up that story. She was saying the truth. He said it. Because if you couple some other things that this man has said, I'm not talking about in private, he said it openly like this for all of us to listen and hear, you will know that what the ex told you that he said when they were together, and I'm going to send you back to, are you the one that brought her to the United States? Is there a place where they wrote that nobody is allowed to come to the United States? Anybody is allowed to travel to anywhere they want to travel to and live whenever they want to live. If they've not broken any laws, if they are law-abiding citizens, following the rules, paying tax, and doing everything that the country says, is there anywhere that they say you cannot go to the United States and stay there? They don't have any law so far. I've not heard of any law that says that. But this man made this woman to believe that he can bundle her out of the United States because he thinks that he's Joe Biden. I mean, their current the president, whoever was the president when they moved back. Bill Clinton, George Bush. I don't know which of the presidents was in power when him and Korra moved from China to the US. He just said all these things. Like where this woman is coming from, people will never succeed over there. There are people that have never left, but they made it back home. And they're living well. And all the time he was busy threatening this woman. But what he did not think of is the fact that when this thing anyway, he didn't think about it because he knew that he would be able to brainwash Kora, and Kora will believe everything and tolerate the nonsense. Because look how many minutes it took Summer to disappear. Look how many minutes it took Summer for Summer to vamoose. Like, I'm not dealing with this. This whole nonsense, no, it's not going to work. This is not the life I want for myself. Summer left. And then he wants to blame the masses. That is, it is the fault of the masses. Yeah. He will do all these things thinking that he's doing his ex. He's not doing his ex. He's doing himself because people are seeing through him. Now he's even writing 33 minutes ago, he said, who remembers the time I was accused of giving June a concussion and turned out to be a mosquito bite? He just keeps talking. This man just keeps talking. He has done the worst that he can do, but he still cannot rest. He has made Facebook to actually take down all her videos. He has demonetized her channel completely, that even stars she cannot get. Tell me, what is the thing that is still disturbing this man? Because of the GoFundMe. Justin and his supporters, they are miserable right now. And one thing they don't understand is the fact that they are also content creators. And when you go to their channels, you will see that they have their monetization on their stars and everything. If it is easy, build your audience to get to the level where when you come out live, people will be giving you. It is not easy. If you're a content creator, you know, for you to get to that level where whenever you are live, people will be sending you stars, super chat, super thanks, joining membership channel, anything to just support you. It is not easy. So it makes them very upset. Mostly him that keeps expecting that everything that woman has is supposed to be his. You've done your worst, you still will not stop. Let's pull up one of Kora is even live, I think, yes. She's live on her other channel with her sister. Oh God, oh God. There's something else I want us to watch. Okay, the video she did 6 hours ago is what I want us to listen to. Where she spoke about her this thing. Oh, this is Korra.
I'm gonna play with these hats. What do you guys think? This hat is trending now for the dance video. I want to make a dance video for you with this hat. This is what the young girls are wearing nowadays. All the 20-year-olds. Patsy Brooks, thank you so much for 100 stars. Appreciate it.
This live stream is Korra thanking the people that are donating to her GoFundMe.
Gratitude dance. Deborah, thank you so much for 55 stars.
Let me see. Let me see. Hold on.
I am grateful, guys.
Hold on.
I'm grateful.
I want to get it because I was watching.
I'm on my knees.
Okay.
I'm saying thank you. Thank you so much. I'm on my knees, guys. Guys, I can finally fight back. I love you guys so much. Guys, I'm on my knees. I'm on my knees. I just woke up. I'm on my knees. I'm on my knees. I just woke up and I cannot believe what I'm seeing on GoFundMe. I'm so grateful, guys. I can finally fight back. You guys are giving me, you're empowering me, because justice in this country is money. And you guys are empowering me. I can finally fight back.
She's actually on her knees as she's saying all of this.
I'm on my knees. I'm on my knees. I'm on my knees. I'm on my knees. I'm on my knees, and I'm thankful. I'm grateful. I'm grateful. I have no pride. I'm thankful. I'm grateful. I have no pride. I have zero pride. I have no ego. I am here to say thank you. I have no pride. I have no ego. I have no pride or ego. I just want to say thank you. Thank you guys so much. Thank you so much. So much. I'm so sorry. But I just want to say thank you. I am grateful for you guys. I'm grateful for this channel. I'm grateful to be able to reach you the way I reach you. I'm grateful for our connection. I'm grateful for you helping me. I'm grateful. I love you guys. Thank you so much.
This is Korra appreciating people that are donating to her GoFundMe.
Thank you so much. I'm going to do a grateful dance today because you guys deserve it. I'm going into the forest to do a gratitude dance.
Okay, so that is actually Korra Obidi being grateful thanking people that donated to her. And I think this is also part of the reason why Justin, Mr. Kora obidi, is absolutely pissed off. This woman is doing her thing, but this man will keep making it look like Kora is always out there talking about him. But he's the one. Imagine, she woke up, she's talking about this whole thing that she's seen, and but he comes out and he's giving videos of how this one wants to sleep with his ex, how the other one slept with the other one. This man will always talk about same old stories. And then when they asked him about what about him, when he went to Brazil and he cheated. Look at how he described that whole scenario, that whole story, talking about, oh, she took my child and she went to Nigeria and she said, I'm not going to see my child anymore. And I decided to go to, really, seriously, let's just think about this together. As a parent, your wife or your husband takes your child and leaves and tells you will not see your child again. The first thing that comes to your mind is for you to grab your international passport, go book a flight, and fly to a different country. And then arriving there, that's not where the so-called partner of yours that left with your child is. And you went there, and then you went to go and start partying. You went there, you met up with other Americans and all other foreigners, and all of you, boys and girls, or men and women, went out and started partying and getting wasted. Are you speaking to children on the internet? That type of description that you're giving, is that a story you're telling somebody, a child that was born yesterday, and the child will be nodding their head like a gamma lizard? And is that the story you're going to tell adults, people that are able to think for themselves, that your partner took your child and left? Anybody that knows America knows that that's one country that has rapport with so many countries. So there is nothing like, oh, this thing happened and you don't have anything to do as an American. There are very few countries. If he had said maybe Kora took the child and went to Russia, or Kora took the child and went to North Korea, we would say, okay, these are people that you know their history, so it will take time. But you're telling us that Kora took the child from the US and went to Nigeria, went to Africa. I don't think there's any African country that you will go and hide. And if they are looking for you in the US and they will find you, and you will not be bundled back to the US to answer to whatever thing you've done. We've seen it happen. It happens all the time. All they need to do is for the people responsible for that to contact the Nigerian government, and they will find where she is, and they would collect that person, bundle her. The next flight is taking her back to the United States. But instead of this man to do the right thing, reporting her to the authorities in the United States, he grabbed his international passport and he went to Brazil. That I didn't know what to do because and I'm like, may God bless that person that asked him that question on his live stream. Because for over how many minutes he kept talking about Kora's cheating. And the person asked him, didn't you cheat? And then he's saying, then he went, they all drank, but nothing happened. Nothing happened. They drank, they all got wasted, boys and girls, they were all together, but nothing actually happened. When later on Nancy saw photos of him being in Brazil and hanging out with people, Nancy decided to go and pay one of those people to come and, oh, seriously? And all of these things Justin is telling us, he's telling us with his mouth. He's not giving us any evidence to prove the point that he's trying to make. All of what he was saying, he was just saying it. There was no way to prove anything. No way to prove any damn thing. What is going on? Is there an emergency in this hotel? Give me a second. I see blue light. Yeah, I think something is going on. Having tourists in the country, maybe some people are wasted and oh, I see. I think it's an ambulance or something to pick. Maybe they want to pick up someone. I must have passed out or something. Anyway, back to what we're saying. So all of that, this man did not bother to do the right thing that he was supposed to do, but instead this man went to enjoy himself. And what about the other lady online that was posting things that happened between him and Justin? Justin came out lying to our faces, telling us that, oh, that's how Korra said that something happened to his daughter and somebody did something in his house with his daughter, but that was his nanny. When even his best friend, the lady in the UK, confirmed that, yes, it was a stranger that came to his home. But this same man sat down in front of all his 200, 500, 800, I don't know how many followers he has now, to lie to them. And the few that believes his nonsense story. And yet people are saying, oh, why does Kora need a GoFundMe to pursue this case? If you have to battle with Justin, all these people that are busy with all this, their bogus story and coming up with all these huge allegations, do you know how much you're going to spend? What about him that they just told him, if you think that these Nigerian bloggers are, why don't you say, they said, hey, I don't want to spend 10 years. He knows that he doesn't have the money to even follow up with Touch. But at the same time, he was there yesterday complaining, saying she does not need any GoFundMe. He's going to go to court. He doesn't need a lawyer. He's just going to walk in there and he's going to go with his evidences, proof, and everything, and he's going to win the case. But today he's telling us, do you think I have time to spend it? So Kora is supposed to magically have all the money in the world to go to court with him 1 million times, because this man is not stopping anytime soon. If anybody is thinking that after this particular court case, nothing else is going to come up, then please snap out of that dream, because more wahala is going to be coming, more problems. This man will not stop for the next 18 years. Until those children will grow up and get to the stage where they will be able to tell their father, enough is enough. It is okay now. Leave our mom alone. Until those children get to the age where they are able to either move to the university, when they get to university and decide to maybe school out of the state where their parents are based in, and they move to their, and then their parents will not have to really meet until probably their graduation or something. This man will not stop coming up with something that will make this woman lose all her money, because the goal is to make sure that she's not able to stay in the United States and she will go back. And then he will come out and brag that he has sent her back to the caves. So he will feel like this, these people that they will never feel like they are anything if they don't put you down. If they don't try to make you feel like you are less of a human, you're nothing compared to them, when deep down in them they know that they feel like shit about themselves, but they want to project all of that to you. That's what this man is actually doing, and he will not stop. I believe for years this man kept sounding certain things into the ears of Kora. That's why even now, when you look at Kora, she's so reluctant to fight. Isn't she capable of giving him cease and desist? That's possible. But look at what it took for Korra to come out. That tells you that Korra is really like afraid of that man. And when I mean afraid, not the type of afraid that people are even like, she sees him, or she used to, and she still, it hasn't really dawned on Korra that this man lied about virtually everything. Probably even the first time they met, when he said good evening or good morning, it wasn't morning, it wasn't evening. Because remember, when he started this his tell all, and he said he was going to be telling all, he would start from the beginning how they met in China. Listen to how this man spoke about when they first met. How good Korra treated him. His words. Don't take my word for it. Go to his Facebook and watch his tell-all. He did part 1 to part 13. That's where he stopped because there was nothing else to tell. All the old stories, he repeated all. You're welcome, Abu. I don't want to even try pronouncing your first name. Undorofem. I don't want to murder your first name. Dorofem Abu, you're welcome. Welcome, Choice TV. Welcome, welcome. Thank you all for joining. So this man talked about how Korra treated him in China as a king. And he responded. Oh, I want you people to go back and listen to that episode. Go and listen to that. You know, sometimes when we listen, or for example, maybe you're so busy, you're listening to something, you just connect your earplugs, headset or something. So I know they sleep. Choice will not be sleep for this matter. Oh. Sleep don't come off our eye. Justin don't bring all of our leg come out, so we're ready for him. This matter we will talk him to the last, because that man no dey rest, that man no get joy. Justin, the way he said that thing, and just look at his body language, the mannerism and everything, how he, you know, it was almost like he was reliving that moment. Like she treated me like a king, and I responded in kind. Like, do you all remember how he said it? Oh God, I don't die. I don't die, we don't suffer. So in Justin's mind, Korra should just lay down on the floor so he can climb on her head. Tell me, how many people, if Justin was getting married to someone from United States, how many people, how many of the women would have allowed that man to be in charge of their finances? Like, you work and you bring the whole salary and you hand it over to him. Then he gets to decide what you get. He knows that that wouldn't have happened. Nobody would have done that with him if he had stayed back in the United States. But he decided to go somewhere where he will find someone that he will brainwash. Exactly. Abu said it, brainwash. Exactly. He wanted someone that he can easily manipulate. And he did it, and he succeeded for those years. And she treated him like the king. And he loved it, because in his whole entire life, growing up in a farmhouse, his words, so I'm not shading him, he said it with his mouth. Growing up in a farmhouse and feeding with food stamps. Who won't treat somebody like that as king? Who? Nobody would have in the United States. So he went to a place where he will find the person that will treat. Do you know how some people don't even understand? Like, you have to understand how kings are treated. You really have to understand when we say royalty, like royals, like king, like that, the way royals are treated. You don't understand. So for Korra to treat this man like that, Korra was at your service, my lord. If he tells her back like a dog, she will start woof, woof. I'm saying this so the American people that are here will understand, because if you see him coming to America, you don't have the Eddie Murphy. And oh God, this is not funny. But we don't even want to look, because if we look at it the way we have to look at it, we will just be vexed all the time. Let's see. Try to say hello. So I know they sleep. We know they sleep for choice. After Justin drag all of us Nigerians, drag all of us finish, we know if we sleep. This matter we must talk on. Abu said Summer couldn't take his nonsense because she's an well, Abu. Someone here is saying that she's not even an African. She's not a Black American. She is actually an African. That's what someone said. Right now, I don't even know. Someone said she's from Mississippi. Another person is saying someone is an African. So I don't know. Maybe a little bit of digging, we will find out. But it seems like they're saying that she's also an African, but probably those that the parents actually moved when they were probably little, or parents moved and gave birth to them over there. And maybe that's where a lot of people think she is, but maybe she too. And I will not be surprised if she is an African, because that man knows what he's doing. That man knows he is not that smart, but when it comes to being cunning and being malicious, he knows how to play that game more than any other person that you can think of. So he knows. Now ghost be that. If na ghost, rest in Jesus' name. We no go walk. No try me. All right, so I'm downstairs in the office. So some just started printing by itself, the machine. No, don't worry. If it's a ghost, I'm gonna grab it by the neck. If it's Justin, I will grab her by the neck, fling her through window. Oh, Abu said she's from Mississippi. Abu, that's what I heard, that she's from Mississippi, but some people are saying that she's not, according to what that Justin #2 supporter, the one that introduced her, they said what that one said, that she was from one of the African countries. But if we do a little bit of digging, we can find out where Summer really comes from, right? So that's not even going to be difficult to find out if she's really indeed a Black American or she's an African. We will know. But Justin, this man knows what he's doing. And the fact that Justin cannot get all of these things, it is now paining him. You know what? I feel like this man wished that they never left from China where they were. Because when they went back to the States, Kora was not putting over time. Kora was not putting two and two together, seeing some things. One or two was no longer adding up. You know, she's hearing, getting to see how the Black Americans are being treated. You know, if you know, you know. So many things that are happening. George Floyd and the rest. Which one are we going to mention? Which one are we going to mention? Slowly, and probably when these things are happening, when they are watching the news, the kind of thing that he will be saying, because if this man sounds the way he sounds on social media for all of us to hear, you're fighting a divorce battle and you somehow smuggle a race and racism and tribal war and everything you smuggled in, referring to Nigerians as people in the caves. If this man can boldly speak like this on social media where the whole world can see, watch, listen, can you imagine how he speaks in the privacy of his home, the comfort of his home, when it's just him and Kora, when they were husband and wife? Can you really imagine how that man would be speaking to that his ex-wife when they were still together? Can you even imagine it? Can you try? So that's why when I look at people that are just, oh, you were so mad about, why is this? Be calming down. Kora Obidi is stuck with this man for the next 18 years. So don't be looking at people raising GoFundMe because this man is telling you, oh, she's making $25,000 in a month. She's making $25,000 in 24 hours. That's not going to be enough for her to fight the battle that is ahead. And even right now, it's already too many, if you even ask me. Even she finally realized, because when we were talking about it, some people were upset. Yeah, cut her slack. I said, that's slack. That you people are cutting Kora is what will strangle Kora. You cannot have somebody like Mr. Kora Obidi in your life. The tourists, they're just screaming and walking on the road like what I don't know. Jenny Vlog Media, you're welcome. Thank you very much for joining. So people are saying, oh, can't she even do it with her money? Can she? Which one are you fighting and which one are you not fighting? This man comes out every day with one bogus story or the other. And at this point, it is even so late for her to say, okay, tell me now, where is she even going to start from? Now she's going to fight for the rights of her kids. She needs to go and but do you know how long this man has been defaming this woman? And she did not file for any defamation. When they were telling her, she was like, he doesn't even have money. And it's not even about the money. But it's now that she's beginning to regret that she should have filed. That's why I said people were cutting slack. We were here screaming. I said, sometimes you have to pull somebody's ears. That's how they say it in Nigeria. You don't know. They say when person don't hear word, when somebody will not listen, you pull their ears and you sound it in. In pidgin, we say, who not get here when they hear word? Pull ear where make it pain am. Yeah, go correct. In other words, when someone will not listen, if you have to pull their ear, you should pull it so hard that it hurts. So whatever you're saying will sink in and they will do the right thing. Kora should have started earlier. Before this man would have been thinking of going to file nonsense with Facebook, she would have blocked all those avenues. All these his supporters, the one that has mouth like someone that bees stung, and the very brief one that is like Zacchaeus, all those ones would have been sent to court since long. Tete. Then for don't collect. Who do any they see any? But now you have to start. This man has already been plotting. He has already recruited this set of people that are good in advising him with the evil that he's going to carry out next. Jenny said he went too far. He has not even started. You see, Jenny, you say he went too far. He has not gone anywhere. If somebody from the beginning, from when they separated, if you check his old videos, go and if you can find them, go and listen to what he said 2 years ago. Go and hear. People should go back and listen to this man's words 2 years ago. Then they will understand when some of us are here screaming the way we're screaming. Because wallahi talai, if Kora no careful, this man go finish him. If he no finish him, he go carry waiting two of them bring for this world go. For those of you that don't understand pidgin, I will try and see how I can say this for you to understand. But YouTube will not allow us to say things that we want to say. I will try and see how I can say this for people that don't understand pidgin. I'm saying from what this Mr. Kora Obidi said 2 years ago, when he said he will make sure that she disappears, she ceases to exist. That was not a joke. He meant it. He meant it. And if that man will not, if he cannot achieve it with her, he will take that which they share. And when I say that, you know what I mean, with him. If worse comes to worse, that's what this man will do. That's why I'm looking at people and saying, if, and it looks like even the ex, Kora herself, is still underrating this man. Oh, when somebody calmly tells you something like that, I will make sure, know that that person will stop at nothing. And with his personality and everything that we've seen that he has displayed online, he will follow up to the last. With the last drop of his blood, he will fight that battle. So if you are not careful, to do what you have to do when you have to do it. Now other people go talk on your behalf later because you don't go. You don't underrate people like that. If she's saying things like he will slap her and tell her that she's just thinking that it's just something that is in her imagination. It's just a figment of her imagination. So many things that she said that she was just, trying to make people understand things. She wasn't going too deep into things. She was just saying. And for those that read the book, her book, you know what is even in there too. And I feel like there are so many things that she has not even said. A person that speaks about your people the way this man speaks about Nigerians, he goes to tell you that right from the beginning, that relationship was not love. It was not even infatuation. He knew what he was doing. He had already set up his plans. He was just waiting for who would be the perfect match. And he will proceed. When you've already laid your bed very well, if you go out, you've been working, you're busy. When you're back, you're not worried about laying your bed anymore. You just come back, take off your clothes, change up, take off your shoes. You just fall on your bed and you sleep because it's already well made. Your bed is already well made. This man had already laid his plans before he left the United States. He knew what he wanted. He knew where he was going to find it. I will go here. If I don't find it, I will go there. If I don't find it, I will go there. He found her. Speaking with her, he knew. These type of people, you might not be good at sitting in school and you're setting an exam for them and they write and they pass the exam. Like they come up with flying colors. But one thing that they are good at is seeing vulnerable people and spotting them from afar. They are good in hunting for such things. And you cannot take that away from Mr. Kora. If you take anything away from that man, you cannot take that away from him. He knows how to spot people that he can easily manipulate and use. Look at all of his supporters, all dry-headed people. From the one in the UK to the one in Minnesota to all of them. Look at them. Very loud, but very dry-headed. Empty head. It is not an insult, fact I'm giving you. Go to their channels and their pages and listen to them talk. Listen to the analysis. You can tell for yourself. Jihad is makes up behind him. He wasn't going to stop until she was jailed or was no more. He still isn't going to stop. He might slow down at some point, but don't think that he's stopped. Even if he stops talking on the internet, know that behind the scene, he is plotting. And right now that he has recruited so many people that are now giving him these ideas on how to go about this whole evil plan. Because first of all, the day they filed for divorce, they were not the first in the United States. They might not even be among the first 10 people that filed that day. But how many is still taunting their exes the way this one is doing? Because for him, how dare you? How dare you? You're supposed to bow down to me. I'm like your God. Then you hear him talk, you can. I just don't understand. I like what I listen. Like I always say this. I say when somebody is talking, just listen to how the person is using their words. You will know that this man never repped that family. This man never saw the Obidi's family as anything. This man never had any respect or value, anything for that family. But she treated him like king right from the beginning. So in his mind, that's how it's going to be. But only God in heaven knows what snapped in Korra. Maybe even it will take her time to find out what was that thing really that happened. What was that thing that snapped in her that made her to finally put her foot down and say, no way. This one, I'm not going to agree. What made her to start fighting back? Because even from the way she's acting up until now, you will know that she still reps him. There's a way that, like, there are certain things she will say, and you will know that this is someone that has been brainwashed. She still sees him as what he's not. She still sees him as that picture that he painted from China. Even though she's beginning to see other side. But it's still very difficult for her to take away that first picture that he painted for her. The way he presented himself when they first met. Abu said, I'm from Africa and have resided in America for over 20 years. He cannot try that with me because I know my right. Also, he cannot treat an African born in America because they all know their rights. Even an African born in Africa that knows what you know, you will not be. But when you hear Korra talk, you know that Korra is a naive person. You can tell that Korra really doesn't know much. You know, there's something they say. They say, even if you're, for example, you're in the university, or because you're studying one course, doesn't mean you're only going to be laser focused on that. Try to expand, try to know other things, know what is going on around you. You know, sit down. And how many people used to listen to the news? You understand? How many people used to know what is happening around? You know, I remember 9 o'clock news, it was by force in my family, probably because I came from a family where all of them were like educationists. They're like, their brain is like, well, like, I don't even know how to describe it to you. So it was by force that everybody sits down and watch all the necessary news. 9 o'clock news, 10 o'clock news, 8 o'clock news, 7 o'clock news, everything that is happening, you need to know. And so many books in the giant library at home, you will read. You will know about other people's, you will know what is happening in other places. Korra didn't know much. Korra did not know much. She didn't. If she knows, a lot of people, because you even hear people telling you, people like Justin, oh, they don't lie. You're judging people from their skin color. That's the problem that some people right now, that's why everything this man is saying, they cannot just look past the fact that this man is a Caucasian. That is how naive some people are. And Korra falls in that category of people. First, she repped that man because, oh, he presented himself as a doctor, and she thought he was the real doctors. You know, those ones that go to school. First of all, in Nigeria, when you say you're a doctor, you have to go to school for a certain number of years. When you're a medical practitioner, when you're someone in the medical line, you are looked at as, oh my goodness. When you say this is what I study, people look at you like, okay, because there are certain courses that when you say this is what I study, people look at you and say, okay, you must have some brain up there in order to study this course. So she thought he was that type of doctor, not knowing that he was just the normal, which those our old women in the villages used to do. You know, they in America, they make the name sound posh, chiropractor. All those bone massage things, those are things that the old people in my family in the village that didn't go to school, in those olden days, people that they don't used to go to school. They know how to massage the bones, and even broken bones, they fix it. They just grab you with their arms and they know what is going on with you. I remember growing up as a child, those are things I was taught. How if you fall down, your legs are dislocated, I'm able to give you a massage. It's not something I learned in any school. I have family members that are still doing it to date. They never went to any school. People that can actually massage pregnant women, and they can tell you if something is going on. If your child is in a good position and whatnot, they just give you good massage. After when you put to bed, other special massage and everything. These are things that they never went to school. Just as an African, these are gifts that our people have, and it's been passed down from generation to generation. Now, anyway, we don't even have so much. Very few people can do it now because everybody wants to go to school and study something and be something else. But in those days, these things you're taught. When they are doing it, you have to sit close and learn how to do it, how to make different herbs that will help heal different illnesses. You will know them. You will know these herbs. The modern medicine will go and collect snake venom to use to treat snake bite. In Africa, we have leaves in the forest that you use for that. So when Kora saw, because Kora didn't know so much, Kora didn't know the history of where that man was coming from. Because when somebody tells you this is where I'm coming from, you should know a little bit about that place. That already prepares you for whatever is to come. But because Kora did not know and just went into the relationship, seeing him as, oh, Musungu, as a lot of people think, Oyimpo, and you will hear people, they talk am. Oyibo man they lie. Inside on our mind, Oyibo they up there, you they down here. They've done it over the years to make our people feel that way, and some of our people still feels that way. And people like Justin already knows, because for them, they teach them when they are little. That's why when you hear racism, it doesn't go away. People say, we don't do that at home. No, they learn it from home. Because the parents will talk and say certain things about certain people and describe certain people in certain ways. So he was already prepared. He was groomed right from when he was little. You see these ones? If you want to try your luck with ABCD, try these people that look like this and from so and so parts. You can get away with anything. It's easier. Don't try it with this other kind of people that look like this, or try it with this other type of people. But you can actually see it play out, because a lot of people are still laser focused on the fact that Kora does not wear clothes and cannot see what is coming out of Mr. Kora Obidi's mouth to understand what is really going on. You cannot come out and tell us that this is a battle of protecting the kids, but then you're telling us something else. Princess, you're welcome. Thank you very much for joining us. That's why when some of our people say, and I'm like, people like, you're so angry. I said, no, we have to keep talking. Some people don't even know. Some people are so brainwashed to the level where they don't even understand that they are so ignorant, and they've shut their eyes, their mind, because these days, you don't even need to do much. Everything is on the internet. Even here on YouTube, people are speaking. There are informations, there are documentaries, there are, just do a little bit of research and you will find free videos and everything available for you to listen to and learn and know what is going on. But our people are later focused on other things that are not really relevant So that's why people like Justin can actually come out and just cook up some stories and put it out there. And then the next thing, pushing race, tribalism, this and that, and want you to believe it. Why are we talking about race if we should be discussing how you and somebody you were married to are having issues? Why are we talking about race if we have to be discussing the battle of you and your ex-wife about your kids, child custody, protecting the kids? When the woman that looked like him came to his home, bullied his children, he called her a nanny. When the ex took the child then home, he said she took the child and she wanted to run to Africa, as if Africa is a place that when you go, nobody can find you. And people that are gullible believed him. Meanwhile, if you know anything, you know that the United States can actually contact Nigerian government and request for something and they will do it for them. It's not Russia. It's not North Korea. So what are we talking about? The man is lying from his teeth and our people are blinded by, oh, it is these people that are up there. These people that Jesus Christ look like them. The next thing you will hear now, they will tell you that Justin looks like Jesus Christ. Oh God, please help our people. Even the Bible says our people perish because of lack of knowledge. My own is every time I'm live or I'm doing a video, I always step, I say, don't always take my word that, oh, okay, this person, go and check out the things I'm talking about. His videos are out there and it will prove to you. Even go back and watch Korra's own videos. You will understand. I said something on this live stream today, and I said to you people that even up till now, Kora still reps those people more than she should. But because she's been brainwashed, if you doubt me, check one of Kora's recent live stream. Kora streams a lot. Now I don't remember, but let me see. Let me think a little bit. Either the live stream she was wearing that green gown with the button in front, or the one before that one. But I think it's the one she was wearing that green gown. Kora was talking. She said a lot about, I think that's about 50 something minutes live stream. And somebody said something to Kora about marriage. I wrote it down. I have my book upstairs. Now it's late night, so but there are certain when I do content like this, when I react on people's stuff, I like writing some. When you say certain things, I write them down. So when I speak on it out, sometimes I even write down the timestamp. If I wasn't going to mention it on this particular live stream today. If I knew I was going to mention it, I would have brought down and written the time. I would tell you exactly at what point in her video she said it, so you go and watch it. Somebody said something about marriage to Kora. Kora said, I will say this in pidgin first, and then I will say it back in English. Kora said, who say I won't marry black man? I did not see the comment because I was watching the replay. Most times I watch the replay because, you know, the different time zone. Right now it's like my 2 a.m. and US is still, that day is still starting over there. So anybody that is streaming anytime after that, because I'm live, that's why I'm still awake till 2 a.m. or else I should be asleep already. So I mostly see their replay of their live stream, both Justin, Kora, and anybody that is based in the US. And she made that statement. And in my mind, if somebody asked you about something with the whole thing that is going on around you, that shouldn't even be the question, shouldn't even be your response. But when you look at it, you can actually understand that it's the level of brainwashing that has been done to Kora, that Kora can, somebody's telling you something about marriage, I would expect Kora to respond and say, I'm not thinking about marriage for now. But Kora said, who said I want to marry a person of color? So in other words, if you're marrying again, you go and marry another Muslim. Nothing is wrong with that. Nothing is wrong with that. But don't ever think that some people are better than some people. So it's going to take a while for Kora to purge herself off of what she already has in her head. And it's some of those things, not even some, it's those things is actually what landed her where she is today. All the suffering that she's suffering, all these things she's going through with Justin, is because of the way she saw him as the Almighty, as the everything, the Alpha and the Omega, the beginning and the end. That's why he was able to come out and tell us that she was even calling him, what was that again? Destiny helper? The person film video edit for you, become destiny helper. Because somehow in Kora's mind, probably she was thinking she won't be able to get into the United States. That's why I said at the end of the day, it depends on where you're coming from. It depends on your background. It depends on the kind of people that you were surrounded by. Because sometimes when people look and they're like, some people always ask, I remember I was doing that, some people was like, why is it that some of the people back, in Africa look, and I'm like, it's some of them, it's not everybody. But sometimes when you see people like Kora, you will not think that a lot of people over back home think that way or see things that way. That's not true. It just boils down to where you're coming from, the type of family, the type of people you're surrounded by. That's going to determine the type of information you're going to get. That's going to determine the type of things that you will see, the type of rapport you will have, the type of people you will be mingling with. I just hope that Kora can unlearn all those nonsense, because I call them nonsense that she had learned. Because I feel like if in this 99 minutes you are still making, say, who say if I won't marry, I go marry person? That's not even something that you should come out of your mouth. Because when you say things like that, this man is constantly, he might pretend that he doesn't watch her channel, but he's back to back watching her. He watches every move and he knows that his brainwashing he did with her is still working. Hence, she's not able to do much. But it is only clearing in Kora's eyes now, because she has seen that even the children that she had in her own womb for 9 months, she cannot freely post. A lot has been said already. A lot has been done, but she didn't do anything about it. But I think right now it's just dawning on Kora that it's getting worse, worse, worse. It's now from frying pan to fire, and what next? She doesn't know what to expect. That's why she's out to fight. And even the fight she's coming, people, look at how people reacted. Look at how some people reacted about her GoFundMe. At the end of the day, she's not speaking to minors. She's not speaking to underage people to donate for her. So these are adults that are freely giving their money. So you cannot say she's manipulating people. These are people that feel like, okay, there is something here that I want to support, and they go and donate their money. It is their money, their hard-earned money. They worked for it. But somebody that is sitting somewhere that is not going to give, that is not going to do anything about it, is still upset that the money is being given to her. But like I always say, those people that like going to Kora's page and commenting. I don't comment on anybody's page. I react on celebrity gist, trending topics, and anything that is worth discussing. I don't go to anybody's page writing anything. I don't DM anybody, and it's not going to happen. I'm going to see what you have out there, and I'm going to react to it. I don't dig into people's personal life. I don't have that time. So for people that have the time to write, people should tell Korra to make sure that one mistake that she should not make this time around is for her to not keep a good record for this money that is coming in. If not for nothing, Korra needs to prove this man wrong for once, because she hardly does that. Most times he will say what he will say. The damages would have been done already before she will come out and try to debunk. And a lot of people still will not even pay attention to what she's saying. The harm would have already been done. So for Korra to avoid, because if you check out the level of scam that people are writing, and I'm like, is this just a new word that some people discovered? Because I don't understand. Did she scam you? Did you have any business transaction or anything with her and then it didn't turn up the way you expected? Is that what happened? People that gave her money are willingly donating. She's not forcing them to donate. They are willingly donating to her. People that are giving her stars, super thanks, super chat, are willingly giving. She's not forcing them. You cannot look at that act and call it a scamming. If it is easy, go do yours. So if Korra knows what is good for her, Korra should keep good record. As she starts this, he's saying, oh, we're going to move in silent. You can move in silent, madam, but write down everything. Receipts should be kept. If you're taking a taxi, an Uber, I know what you call it, from point A to point B to courthouse to do this, document it properly. When the so-called case and everything is done and dusted, you owe it to everybody that donated to you. And the only way you will do that is coming on your page and speaking on it. When the case is done and dusted, come out and give them full detailed account. Even if they are trying to tell you, don't worry, we trust you, just tell them, I have to do this. Because sometimes it's good to shame the devil. Actually, all the time, it's good to shame the devil. Give a detailed account of how everything went. So people will know that, yes, their money and everything they donated to you for this cause, it went for the cause. So if tomorrow, because you have 18 years ahead of you, if tomorrow something is happening and you call on people again, they will say, yes, we're able to do this because we were able to hold her accountable. She gave us a good accounting for the money that we donated. Do not spend any money without documenting it. As far as this GoFundMe is concerned, that's the advice I will give to Korra. Because you see this man, the ex, he's waiting for any small mistake and he will come out and laugh and say, didn't I tell you people that you were just donating to a useless cause? He already said it, that she wants to go and buy a home in Nigeria. As if from what her twerking and everything, she cannot use that money to go buy a home in Nigeria. So if she would make any mistake with this, she will lose a huge credibility. And when she would really need help, people will not turn up. But for people that think that, oh, fight this battle by yourself, this man is not stopping for the next 18 years. There is no way she will have that type of money. because she will end up in the street, and that's his goal. For her to not be able to pay her tax, to not be able to pay the mortgages and everything else. So she will be somehow, her home, her cars, everything will be repossessed, and she will be swept out. Once her income is not good anymore, he can gain full custody. That is what he wants. Because he doesn't see her as an equal parent. He doesn't think that they both have equal rights to those children. For him, she's disposable. She has done her job. Here, it's time to go. These are my kids. You go back to your Africa. Christina, you're welcome. Christina said the sister told her on her life to be accountable for the money once the case is over. Absolutely. That is the right thing to do. Because with the way this man is busy trying to discredit her, imagine even when she was attacked, he was he was the first person that came out and said she was not attacked in the UK. What do you think will happen if this woman will not account for this fund? And do you know the amount of harm that will cause to her? It's not easy for you to start a cause and people put their hands in their pocket to give you their hard-earned money. It is not easy. Even if it's a cent somebody is giving to you, be accountable for it. Don't say, this person trusts me and that's it. Yes, let the person trust you, but with all the trust, still tell the person, look at it, oh, this is the thing that we said we're doing. This is how it was done. This is how it was done. This was spent for transportation. This was given for lawyer. This was given for this. This was given for that. And this is how it went. If you put this, add this and this and this, total amount, bagam, write it down. Put it there. Let everybody see and know that, yes, the money they gave you went into the cost where that you said the money was going for. Because most of these people are people that have been in some type of bitter relationship, people that knows what she's really, really going through. Those are the last set of people you want to betray their trust. They've already been through a lot. And they don't want any other person to go through the difficult part that they went through to get to where they are today. That's why they are donating to her. People that can really feel her pain. The last thing you want to do is betray such people. So I just hope that for once, Kora will know that this man is out to destroy her. And if any small mistake she makes, it will not sit well. It will not. Christina said the man has been controlling her even before now. After the divorce, Nancy broke the camel's back on him. That's why he is so pissed. He has always been pissed because the plan he had, somehow the United States ruined it. That's how I see it. If they were still based in China or they moved to any other country or whatnot, it would have worked better for him. But I think that United States that they relocated and went back to ruin things, because there are certain things that woman started seeing in the States. 2 and 2 was not adding up anymore. Thus the way he was now behaving, she could now start reading in between the lines and seeing that, look, something is not right over here. Something is not right. And that really made him mad. How dare you not treat me like the king you used to treat me when we were in China? How dare you not allow me to be in charge of the finances? How dare you not allow me to slap you and tell you that it was your imagination? How dare you not allow me to do XYZ? He will not stop because she has bruised his ego. And until he gets back to that point where he feels like I have finished her, he will not rest. And that's why I'm saying she too, she needs to buckle up. But before we round up today, I want to speak to those Nigerians that turn on their live stream. You might think that because this man said, Kora obidi, Nancy Ume, the obidis, that you are different. You are not different. You are not. Because I'm speaking to those people that keeps coming out and saying Kora obidi is a scammer. If you are a Nigerian, slowly I will get to everybody, don't worry. If you are a Nigerian, born in Nigeria, born outside Nigeria, one parent is Nigerian, the other is from there. As far as the blood in you is from motherland, you are a Nigerian, and you think that you will come out on social media and you're screaming, Kora obidi is a scammer. Let me burst your bubble. It is not Kora obidi alone that they see as a scammer. You too, you are. They see you as a scammer too. People like Justin. A lot of countries have people doing nonsense. But if you are smart, you will open your eyes and see and understand that Nigeria happens to be one of the countries that we have good students that goes to any university anywhere in the world and they dominate. You don't see that in the news. But when one little idiot back home scams someone, they broadcast it in all the big news, CNN, BBC, name it. So if you think that the scammer you're calling Kora, you're calling only Kora, you are just fooling yourself. You too, you are being seen as a scammer as far as you are a Nigerian. If you like, say you've been living somewhere else for 1 million years. I'm telling you that if you're a Nigerian, you're being seen as that. So if you don't stop that nonsense now and cut that crap and call a spade, Justin comes out and says Kora is a scammer. You, as a Nigerian, you join him to call Kora a scammer. Do you think that Justin is calling only Kora a scammer? Listen to his videos and listen to the words listen to what he's saying word for word. And you will understand. If you cannot read in between the line, ask for people that can. If English is too difficult for you to understand, tell your fellow Nigerians that understand English to come back and do a video in Pidgin English or even in your own local dialect and explain to you what Justin is saying. The shame is not only on Kora, it's also on your head. Don't think that you will separate yourself from it. Justin did not separate you from Kora. That he mentioned Kora's name, but in that same sentence, he included you because you're a Nigerian. Till tomorrow, whatever happens in America, American will tell you, God bless America. That's what they say. No matter what happens, they never fail to say, God bless America. So if you think that your job is to put down your own nation because one lunatic called Justin is doing so, but in your mind you're laughing, kiki kiki kiki, ha ha ha, is that Kora that works all the time? You are also seen as one. Let that sink in. If you do not understand anything, we can find time and we can pull Justin's videos word for word and we will break it down so you will understand. Because sometimes when people talk with this twisted tongues you don't understand. Some of you don't understand. And you laugh, she's a scammer. He's a scammer. Tomorrow it will be you in the position where you want something. And they look at you, they say, where are you from? Nigeria. Oh, you're like scammers. That's what you will hear. That time you will want to defend yourself, but it will be too late. You won't be able to. Secondly, I'm going to those Africans. I see the comment that some of you are putting and I laugh. Some people say, this is the thing about Nigerians. If you are an African and you think that, oh, this one is happening and it is only Nigerians, my friend, wake up from your slumber. You are an African. If Nigerians is looked at with a side eye, when you two, you get to that same gate, you will be looked at with a side eye too. It shock you? Don't smile. Laugh. Get excited that somebody is shading your neighbor. It doesn't matter whether you're from the northern part of Africa, west, east, south, central. Motherland is motherland. If they put Kora together and you're from a different country and they don't say, nobody will be able to tell. An outsider will not know that Kora is a Nigerian and you're a Zimbabwean. Kora is a Nigerian, you're from Tanzania. Kora is a Nigerian and you're from Morocco. They look at you and they say they are Africans. Don't smile when Justin is talking nonsense. Don't back it up thinking, yeah, that one is saying this again. You are being biased because somebody refused to cover themselves and dress naked. That is a different topic from what is on ground. That Kora refused to cover herself, that Kora twerks all the time, is a totally different thing from the battle at hand. But some of you are blinded by that. And you laugh and you write, she's a scammer. I feel sorry for these people. The other one was writing in the comment section where I said, oh, I'm also what did that person say? I'm also a Nigerian, but I'm based in so I don't want to mention the country for so many years. And in my mind, if you like, based in Jupiter, Mars, Saturn, Uranus, it doesn't matter. You are a Nigerian or you are an African. When it's time for the stereotyping, you will fall under one of the categories. So there is no need. Christina said the court did not give him his last show on her taking the fund, being controlled over the videos. He's been saying a whole lot. That's why he says the legal system is not working. Now it's Facebook is attacking. After they finished doing his bidding, he wanted more. To Oliver Twist. Christina said he didn't have the right of whatever to take down her videos. They both have 50-50 custody. That's why he went through the Facebook route. That's why he came out and said the legal system wasn't working. Christina said, thank you, host, for explaining this scammer meaning to gullible Nigerians supporting rubbish. Absolutely, because it's all of us. I'm also a Nigerian. Wherever I go, I first tell people, when you ask me, where are you from? I say, I'm African. And somebody asked me, are you not proud to say your country? I said, I am African first. I'm not Nigerian first. I am African first. Because if you place me and place someone from Kenya, you will not know the difference. If you put me and you put somebody from Ghana, you will not know the difference. As an outsider, we as African, we can tell from our accent. We can tell where you're coming from. But sometimes if you're good, you can actually disguise and you can speak in a way that people cannot pick your accent, they cannot tell where you're really from. So I am an African first. When you touch an African, you've touched me. So when I see fellow Nigerians laughing, I feel sorry. I want to cry. In fact, I'm crying because people don't understand. Because her name is Kora and your name is something else, there is no difference between you and her outside. Once the two of you step out of the continent and go somewhere else, forget when you're even going. From the airport, as you pull out that green passport, you are first of all removed from the line and placed on one side. Whether it's Korra, whether it's you, whether it's who else. What does that tell you? Go online recently and see how people are crying. They take flight, they fly, they land in other places, you land in certain places, the treatment you're getting because you're holding that green passport. Today you're laughing that one is called a scammer. It's all 200 million plus that he called a scammer, not only Kora. And those of you that are Nigerians and you pull and move your chest that yes, this one is a scammer, shame on you. Because in Nigeria we say you know wise. You're not wise. You lack wisdom, knowledge, understanding, and more. You should be praying to God, the gods, or whatever you believe in, the universe, anything, for you to have understanding and know when somebody is insulting you and not patting you on the back. But some of you act like when they're insulting you, it seems like they're praising you. She's a scammer. Y'all are just giving you money and you don't know what you're doing. She has so much money and then you go give her your money. I've been based in the state. I've been based in Britain. If you like, go and be based in Mars. You're still in Nigeria. If you like, pretend that you are now an alien. You're no longer human. You're still in Nigeria. When we take that blood and they run it, they will not say you came from Jupiter or Saturn or somewhere else. It will be said, this DNA is an African descendant. You dey whine me. You're smiling, and tomorrow when you're in position where you want something and then they look at you and they treat you like a Nigerian, you now come on the internet and start crying and wanting all of us to come and sympathize with you because you thought when they were shading one, you were minus. You are plus, plus, plus till infinity. So there is nothing to laugh about. When you know that this person is saying, this lady, and you know she has not scammed, he's not presenting you, he's calling her a scammer, he's not giving you evidence. We have, for example, Hush Puppy. If somebody said Hush Puppy is a scammer, we're not going to come out as Nigerians and fight for Hush Puppy because there were evidence against him. He did it. That's why he was found guilty and jailed, still in jail in the United States. Tell me the evidence that this man presented to you that made you as a Nigerian, as an African. Because I don't even see so much other, mostly, okay, I think there are some Caribbeans doing this also. But the few Black Americans that I know that are paying attention to this case, I've not heard any one of them doing it. So I know that it's Nigerians, Africans, and some Black Caribbeans doing this. You might think that you're from the Caribbeans and you're so far away over there. You don't look different from a Nigerian. You are Black. So tomorrow, You will go somewhere and they will mistake you to be Kora obidi, and you will be treated somehow. Don't cry on social media for anybody to feel sorry for you, because you thought that that person over there is different from you, because probably you speak different language or you look the same. You have the same hair, you have the same shape of nose, you have the same skin color. You might speak different language, but there is nothing funny when somebody like Justin sits down and makes allegations like this and not present proof of where she scammed people. Because when he was in charge of the money, everything was okay. If he knows so much that she lies a lot now and she's scamming you, so that means they've been scamming people together from day one. Did he come out to speak then? No, he was in charge of finances. Why should you join him now? Somebody said, give me money for this course. She has not even started the course. You're calling her a scammer. Why not wait and see that she didn't get a lawyer, she didn't go to court, she didn't do anything, and the whole fund disappears, and she's not able to account for anything? And then you can start with the judgment. But we have our people laughing about scamming. Tomorrow you will want to go somewhere to work. You will walk into an embassy to go apply for visa to go somewhere. They will just look you. It's not this Nigerian. I beg. They said you people are scammers. And then you will want to defend yourself. Nobody will listen to you. Don't come and look for us on the internet to speak on your behalf. We will not be there. Christina said, the effort he has to call Nigeria, he does it all the time, back to back. He calls her a scammer, and he somehow smuggled the fact that Nigerians, and I'm like, when you say, you mention the whole country, are you not, you're referring to everybody? Did we all come and scam you? Did we all go to Justin's home and try to scam Justin out of something? The same person he refers to as scammer is the same person that they said he went to court, he was asking for spousal support. So was she not the one paying him? Was he not the one in charge of her finances? Princess says you're so right. Because it got to a point where, like, there's a shot I posted and the type of comments I saw, all the people, their names and I was looking at it and they all sounded like him. And I could clearly see that very few of them had profile photos of Caucasians. Maybe 3 or 4. But the rest, the name, the way, everything, you can just feel that these are people from motherland. And all I saw was scammer, scammer. I just couldn't respond to any comment because, like, who am I even going to speak to? Who am I going to speak to? It's better when I'm on live, I tell you what I want you to hear. The Bible says, he that has ears will hear. But we know that not everybody that have ears actually have understanding. Christina said, "Whatever Nigerians that do know their civic right, condemning a mother who births children, the pain of giving birth to those children will lay nemesis on the monsters." People don't understand. You know, sometimes I wonder if some people just go through this world without even bothering about their spiritual life. I even get to see people that you know that they've been through situations that they should understand better. You've been in difficult positions. I expect Nigerians, for one, to know better in this case and do better. I expect Africans to know better and do better in this case. Seeing that we're coming from a place where men are always given the upper hand, women are always left there. And then you see people sound the way they sound, and you're just perplexed. You don't know what to say. It is just beyond you. 3 a.m. my time. If I continue, I can just talk till morning. But one thing I don't like is when people jump into conclusion without knowing. For those people that are not Nigerians that hear Justin talk, if there is anything, I always say this on my own live stream, and please, if you go to any live stream that a Nigerian is there, even if I'm not live that day, if there is anything Justin have said and you really don't understand about Nigeria or Nigerians or whichever African country or Africa in general, because you're not an African, you're from somewhere else, just ask the question. And I believe the person will be able to explain to you. Because Justin is coming up with a whole lot of bogus stories that are not true, saying a whole lot of lies. So nobody should pay attention to him. Nobody should. Princess said, I really like you. Well spoken. Thank you. Thank you so much, Princess. Thank you. God bless you. Thank you. All we ask is for God to give us the wisdom and knowledge and understanding, because that will take us far in life. Christina said, African that doesn't know the history of slave. Did you even hear? There's a post that somebody, child, God, oh, let me even shock some people. So at least this will help you understand a little bit of what we're saying. So a Nigerian posted something and said, like she was just thinking out loud. And she said, with all of what the British have done to Nigeria, should we even be speaking English in this country? And a lot of comments were there. And somebody dropped a comment and said, apart from slavery, what did they even really do? And you needed to see the comment. People started telling that person that from this question you just asked, you already told us the kind of brain you have. So that is how some people think. Look how casually this person said it. If you understand a single thing, if that person understood a single thing, that person wouldn't have opened their mouth or used their hand to type that rubbish. They would have wished that hand was broken. So there is a long way to go, but the teaching will continue. The awareness, we will continue to speak, because some people just want to close their head and pay attention to irrelevant things online instead of studying, listening to history, reading history, but just knowing important things in life that will help you in the future. So that's the world we live in now, that people are more concerned about irrelevant things. That's why people like Justin can just come out, think that, oh, we found somebody like Kora that think that we can do anything and get away with it. No, you cannot do anything and get away with it. We're not all stupid. Africans should be the ones fighting for a mother, yet they are busy displaying nonsense. Okay. Someday they will wake up. But the time really is supposed to be now. If you like base under the wall, your background is still African. The war watch Athena's birth. Mothers should understand the pain of childbearing, and to think that some mothers don't even give a damn. Not the pain of any who is supporting a monster for being a racist woman, and God will fight for her. God will fight for her, but she needs to start first. Kora needs to first unlearn all the nonsense that she has learned, because from a lot of the things that she's saying, because she's going through so much, there are certain things that Kora says, I just are like, oh my goodness, can somebody close to this lady really talk to this lady? Because there are certain things you're saying, you shouldn't, when you're in this type of situation, it shouldn't be you. You shouldn't be saying things like, you shouldn't be doing things like that. But I pray that she will unlearn those things that mostly watch the television first, the type of things that they push into people's head, that you have to at some point unlearn those things that you unknowingly learn. Weaving Stick, welcome. I'm just seeing you for the first time too. You're welcome. Thank you very much for joining us today. To shout and tell those black sisters and brothers who are clapping for this man, calling Kora scammer. They don't know the difference because they see all the same. Absolutely. Holy Mary, you're welcome. You're welcome. I'm seeing you for the first time too. Thank you so much for joining us. He said he even had the effrontery to ask her to pay for his lawyer's fee one time. That man really showed Korra finish. I was shocked even his lawyer called Care on live to ask, "Are you serious?" Yeah. He knew what he has done. He had already brainwashed Korra to the extent that nobody should even think that she has unlearned those things. So he's still in her. We just have to keep sounding it because there are people that always drop certain comments for her, telling her some things. So sometimes she gets angry, she flares up, and I'm like, somebody to tell you the truth, you don't get to vex. Not be everybody there out to fight you. Be able to differentiate those kind of people, you know. Christina said, the bursary does that. What he is doing is not good. The good one among them can't stand the disgrace. Absolutely. Absolutely. But people like him with no shame, no conscience, and they've been fed, made to think that certain people are here in this planet to work and serve them forever. Because they are so empty inside of them, they have nothing. And that's the only way they feel relevant. They feel that you are there to work and serve them forever. And in his mind, he was just supposed to relax like the king, and she was supposed to serve him. But one thing he did not understand is that the king too has a duty. In as much as a king is being served, a royal is being served, they have a job. I don't know about royals in other places, but I know about our own royals. But in his mind, no, let this one come and work for me and let me be in charge of finances. You people, look past Korra not wearing clothes because that, at the end of the day, it's not our business. It is her business. And there is nowhere that they write that a child will grow up to be like their mother or their father, because if that is it, then we are doomed, because there are some horrible people, serial killers, serial rapists, and the rest that have so many children. The world, some of us, like a whole lot of people wouldn't be alive. Do you understand? Because you don't even know if you're living next to someone that the parents were a serial killer or something. So there is no evidence that those children will grow up and want to toe the path of their parents. We don't know that those two children will come out and one will want to be a singer and the other one will want to be a chiropractor. They might be totally different people, choose different distinct career path in life. So forget this, that this person is not dressing, because at the end of the day, there are so many content creators you can consume their content. The ones that dress properly, the ones that covers themselves properly. You can consume those content and you don't have to see Korra's content, and they will not suggest it to you. And whenever you see it, skip past and go watch someone else that you like. But when you see something like this happening, try your best to call a spade a spade. It is not going to cost you anything. It is not. Because it pains me that we have our people from other parts of the world that really want to know. They are so curious because for example, let's even start with like the Black Americans. We have few of them that come in here in the comments. Or somebody will say, why are you not talking about those in Britain, those in Australia, other part? I'm talking about the ones that I see on my own channel and some other people's channel commenting. People that wants to know what is going on. But then you have some of our people behaving the way they are behaving, and then you're discouraging people that are supposed to know things about where they are coming from and be happy to say, someday I want to visit. I want to know I want to know how my people, I want to see the culture. We already see what they go through, where they are. And then Justin will present this nonsense in you as a Nigerian, as an African, that should be advocating, because we have these same people that put you down and pretend that you are nothing. Is them that have their businesses and their everything back home. And the people that looks like you, that are in outside, they don't come back to motherland to invest. And the opportunity that you have to try to bridge, even if it's one person that you're able to have that interaction with, and say, don't mind what you see on the news, on the TV and whatnot. If you can, go see for yourself. You come out and you start screaming, Kora is a scammer, Kora is a scammer. You're shooting yourself too on the foot, because maybe the person standing next to you that you're screaming that Kora is a scammer, maybe that person has a business deal that person would love to do, and maybe that's also your own line of business, and both of you would have been able to work something together. The person is in different continent you're from, you're able to go back and forth and arrange things. The person is going to, what? Kora is a scammer? I don't want to get myself involved with this, man. And that's it. That's how you've lost opportunity that would have changed your life for you to work something out. But you think that they were referring to one person. When it rains, it doesn't rain on one person's roof. You might be like, the weather is bad, and it looks like it's on the other side. No, when the rain comes down, it will be on your roof as it will be on your neighbor's roof also. So what affects the other person will also affect you. Let's not smile when we see people trying to put down the continent and trying to talk nonsense when what is happening is something that can happen anywhere, that can happen to anybody, that can happen with any race. We see it happen all the time. But he wants to make it a Nigerian thing because he knows. And you too, you keep screaming, scammer, scammer, scammer. If I see anybody on my page and I can recognize your name as a Nigerian name and you drop a comment with a scammer, my response to you, you won't be able to sleep. I can promise you that. And people should not forget. Don't forget that in everything you're doing, some of these people is them that praise more. They do all the rubbish they want to do on the internet and then they go kneel down to pray. Your prayer is not passing the roof of your building, of your house. It is not. If you're in your car praying, even if you wind out your the glasses in your car, it is not going out. Your prayer is not going anywhere. It's just there with you. You're just wasting your energy praying because your prayer is not going anywhere because your heart is wicked. If you can see the truth and not speak the truth and not say the truth, because already you're biased, you're blinded by somebody that refused to wear clothes. But the Bible said, thou shall not judge. You've already finished judging, persecuting Korra already. And then you want to pray, oh, God bless me with this. Oh, God, do this for me. And then you say later, your prayer is not being answered. And then it's the witches and wizards from your village. It's no witches and wizards from your village. It's you. You're responsible for everything that is happening to you. Be wise. Be wise. And know that this man is out to finish what he said from the beginning. He's not doing anything new. He has said it, that I will carry out A, B, C, D. And looking at everything he's doing, his moves, he's going that way. And the worst part of it is we have Africans backing him. And may God save you. May God save you. I feel sorry for a lot of you, most of you that are even married with children. The causes you're heaping. May God help you, because if this woman has never done anything, this man is just fighting because of his wicked heart, and you are out there supporting him. the coal you're heaping on your head, even the soil in Africa will be slippery for you. The soil in a foreign land will be slippery for you. You know what I'm saying. I will not say more than that. If you've ever called her a scam and she has never scammed you, and even him that he's talking, he cannot present any evidence to you that she scammed him because he wants to tarnish the image, and you are rolling with it. You don't know the level of coal you have heaped on your head. If you know, you will go and ask God to forgive you. Because the last thing you want to do is to fight against an innocent person. And this is a case that children are involved. Even if you think Korra is not innocent, those children are innocent. And the funds she's asking for the children. If she dares not to use it for the children, she's heaping coal on herself too. Even the land will be slippery for her too. So don't put yourself in that position. Don't do it. It is not worth it for this man. Don't ruin your life because of this type of person that is not sincere. That's one thing I want everybody to know. So don't go and start pointing fingers if she has never scammed you. Don't do it. If he sent you, tell him, thank you very much, sir, but I'm not doing it. If any other person sent you, leave it alone. Every money is not good money. I'm looking at some people, they're creating content. They want to run their mouth. Tomorrow you will be down with illnesses where you go to the hospital, they cannot find out what is doing you. It's nemesis. In my place, we call it Ibano. If you know, you know. When the soil, when this earth will be slippery for you. May God help us all. I will leave it at this. It's past 3 a.m. my time. We will be back. It's already Sunday, the 12th of May. Happy Sunday to you all. I'll see you all. Let me see. Let's take all the comments before we go. Let me see. I'm trying to find the last comment I read. I think I read the all. Okay, the last comment I read, I think, was from Christina. Let me read Whipping Stick. Kissing Mr. Brother, clapping back. Okay. I think it's Whipping Cream's comment I read last. Holy Mary said, even had the iPhone 3. I think I've read that too. So did I catch up with all of? I think yes. I think I did. Nelson knows that he has. Okay, Whipping Cream said, I think Kora needs to learn the law in California so she can deal with this man. I am so at this man. All she needs is a very good lawyer. But you know what? Before you are able to fight, you have to first of all work on yourself, fix yourself, and that's what Kora needs to do. First of all, unlearn all the nonsense that this man has already fed her with. Kora needs to start watching, listening. And I cannot understand that Kora is in the United States, of all places. It is easy. It is easy. If Kora wants to be gingered a little bit, go and find out where you can find some of the Black American history. Sit down and dissect, like just read some and put it in you. It go charge you up. It go ginger you. It go help Kora. She's there in the United States. Gone. This is what a clear case in Nigeria that they will say you cannot be inside the river and soap is in your eyes and you're crying. Give me water. But that's what Kora is doing. She's right in the water and there's soap in her eyes and she doesn't have water to wash it off. And that annoys me. You don't need to travel far to get information. They are right there with you. Some of them are even there on her page when she's live streaming. There are people that are willing to have private conversation. There are people that are ready to have private conversation to teach you what you need to know. That's what she needs to do. And when she gets to that level, she will be able to fight and not look back and not be feeling sorry for somebody that is not feeling sorry for you. Charmaine said, Justice for Kora and her kids. Justice for Kora and her kids. Wallace, you're welcome. Charmaine, you're also welcome. Thank you for sound of advice. For those plotting against KO with that evil man, you are right. KO needs to do what she told her fans to seek legal advice. If not, it is for her. Holy Mary said, a new subscriber says, I'm feeling at home here. Well done. Thank you so very much. Thank you so very much. Feel at home. I've always said it. We're here to all learn together. Nobody knows it all. And we will learn. If we don't know, we will ask questions. But one thing we will not do is we will not keep quiet. We won't. We will keep talking. And we will be here to prove all those people that think they know it all wrong. Because we can see, we hear him, and we understand what he's saying. We heard him from the beginning, actually. When he spoke 2 years ago, we heard him and we understood. It's taking some people so long, but they will all at some point get it. It is well. All we pray that Kora will do the right thing and take the right steps and get the right help. Don't be in water and allow soap to enter your eyes and you're screaming, there's soap in my eyes, I can't wash it out, it hurts. No. You have everything to fight the battle. Fight and win. Fight like a warrior. We're not known to be weak vessels. It's not in the DNA of a person of color to be weak. It is not. So fight and win. That's it. Thank you all so very much for joining. It's almost 3:30 a.m. my time. I have to go. I don't even feel like sleeping. I really, when I hear like these type of topics are topics that I'm really passionate about, and I don't even feel a single sleep. I can speak from now till 6 a.m. and I won't sleep and I won't blink. But let me allow you people. We will meet up again. I'll drop a video or because this man keeps talking. So much is going on. He's threatening to do expose. We don't know what he's trying to expose, but we know what he's trying to do. Even before he drops whatever he wants to drop, we know where he's going with that. Every distraction, he needs it at this moment. But it is well. May God bless you all. I say thank you so very much to each and every one of you that always come in here to join us. I saw so many new people today too. Thank you so very much. If you have not subscribed, subscribe and turn on the notification so you know when we're here discussing this topic. You'll be able to come on in, join us, join and come on the panel and dissect with us together. Thank you all so very much. If I can, Sunday, it's already Sunday morning already. So if I can, I will come on live again and we will have more conversation because I know by the time we're waking up, there is still more hours in the US. He would have dropped something else. Okay. And we will see if he's going to drop the bombshell. He always calls it a bombshell, but at the end of the day, he becomes doctored text messages. But let's wait and see the threat that he has dropped. Let's see if he's going to drop anything. But may God help everyone that is involved in this and every listener also. May God help and give the wisdom and understanding for people to know. And while you drop your comments on social media, know that people are seeing and reading your comments. Be careful of what you type. You might be hiding behind no name and you think nobody knows you. But you cannot hide from God. There is more to this life. Let's always try to do what is right. That being said, I leave you all. Good morning, good night. I cannot say good night anymore because it's already 3 a.m. Good morning to you all, and I will see you all later in the day. Thank you so very much. We've been speaking for 3 hours. I was coming for 1 hour, and now we added 2 extra hours. Thank you all so very much for sticking with me. God bless you all. I'm super, super grateful. Thank you so very much. I do not take your time for granted. Time is precious, time is money. For you to come in here, may God bless you. May your going out and coming in be protected. May every good thing that you wish yourself, those your secret prayers, may it come to pass. May God bless you all abundantly, good health, and every good thing you wish yourself. May God guide and protect your family members and loved ones. Thank you all so very much. Thank you so much. Much love. I love you all, and I'll see you all later in the day. Good night. Good morning from my side. Remain blessed. Thank you. Positivity always. Smile. Be good. Thank you. Bye for now.